Well, kia ora te whānau. Welcome here to Eventfinda Stadium on the North Shore as we welcome you to some Sunday afternoon hoops here as we welcome you to the Sky Broadband Rapid League game here between the Kāhu and the Hoiho. It's round 2 of this year's championship, and it's going to be a fantastic game, this one, with both teams having losses in their last games. Glenn Lama here with Casey Frank, and Casey, it's a chance for the Kāhu to get their first win in the Rapid League this season after going down the Puakai in round 1. And, well, they went down by 10 points. So from their perspective, it's a time, you know, got to get going on their home court, right?
Yeah, time to get things moving on the home court. And a good chance against the Hoiho squad, coming off a bit of a disappointing performance against the Phi last time out, giving the Phi their first win. And there you see the Hoiho and the Kāhu at the bottom of the table right now. Two teams that, more than anything else, got to find that offense and get that flowing in the right direction.
Well, at least the Hoiho got that first win, didn't they, against the Puakai? But yeah, they were disappointing in that 40-16 loss to the Phi just a couple of days ago. So both teams in their final preparation for tip-off in just a few moments in this game. Let's have a look at the starting fives. Here is the starting five for the Hoiho, and it's Paiwai, Gallagher, Dart, Langton and Pizzi. So just the one change here, Pizzi dropping back to the Rapid League game as Zoe Richards promoted into the starting 5 today for the Tauihi game, tipping off at 3 o'clock.
And Zoe Richards was the only double-digit scorer for that Hoiho team, so look for them to lean on Lil Dart a little bit more, who's now the leading scorer at 9 points per game, move to more of a perimeter offense.
Here is the starting 5 for the Kāhu. Anderson, Schroeder, of course, is still at high school at Westlake Girls, Tauihi, Morton Jones and Teeny. So again, a good blend there, isn't there, Casey, of a couple of youngsters who are coming onto the scene nicely, like Schroeder, and then you've got the kind of hardened vets there like Morton Jones and Anderson.
Yeah, and this is another team that needs to find that offense going. That first time out, as we take a look at the head-to-head, the Kāhu scored just 18 points in the opener. That is by far the lowest level in the league. The Hoiho averaging 27.5. That is next to last. So both teams really need to get it going offensively. Defensively, Kāhu not bad. Gave up 28 in that opener loss, but the Hoiho just can't seem to find the plug defensively in the Rapid League. Both teams need to pick up that rebound margin at the bottom of the table, rebounding and at the offensive glass. And that offensive glass, I think one team's going to have the advantage there today, and that's going to be the team that comes away with the win.
Indeed, and of course both teams play with good spirit as well. So looking forward to seeing that spirit translated to a good performance here in round 2 of the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Here are the refs for the game: Michael Graham, Michaela Sharp and PJ Manago.
Going to be an interesting day to see which team has found some answers offensively. You know, the leading scoring team in the competition is averaging 42 points per game, more than double what the Kāhu were able to put out that first time. And they do have some youth on this squad, especially in the backcourt. So look for the Kāhu to try and find a way to embolden that youth to play at a higher level, a more mature level in today's game against a Hoiho team that is laden with veterans. So it's see two teams with opposite styles and strategies here in the Rapid League. You know, a lot of vets on this Hoiho squad and a lot of young players for this Kāhu squad.
Yeah, you look at Sammy Gallagher out there, Eva Langton. These players have been around for a little while. And speaking of Eva Langton, this is her 26th Rapid League game, and no one's played more than her in the Sky Broadband Rapid League as she moves down to Dunedin.
Has been a part of the Tauihi in all 3 competitions, or all the competitions that included the Rapid League. So she's been playing her trade there.
Good to see Big Pizzi playing as well. She had a solid game for Hoiho the other night against the Phi.
Going to be an interesting matchup between her and Vitalio Tauihi. And this one, Tauihi, a nice up-and-coming player, and Pizzi's got some great length and a bit of experience on her. Going to be interesting to see which way that matchup leans in the end of it.
Yeah, certainly got good athletic ability, both players.
And just fixing a couple of things on the score sheet. So swapped it around. Looks like Abby Curtin wasn't on the starting lineup. Asia Anderson was. I think there was a incorrect swap, and now we've got it right. Correct? back in the lineup, Asia.
Well spotted by the officials. Let's get this game underway, and the Hoiho have got it. Start the match. Here comes Dart, one of the Australians in the Hoiho team. The mark high by Anderson. Here's Pizzy. Gallagher already got a smile on her face. It's a good sign when that is happening. Dart inside goes Pizzy. And that rolls in nicely for the first 2 points of the game.
Oh, right into the post. They know they've got an advantage with Beck Pizzy in there. Excellent post position and a solid finish to the left.
Here's Schroeder to Ilave. Morton Jones. She's a key player, of course, off the bench. And a key player in this game as well.
Not great spacing there. Actually drove right into the back of Tuilave, but had enough space to drop that Jimmy.
Ooh. There's a little reach in there by Tuilave.
Well, I thought that was pretty clean. Looked like she had 2 hands on the ball, but from the other angle, called a foul. So that is going to send Dart to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be a lot of contact there, did there? So little Dart at the free throw line here.
Both teams showing a little bit more pace than we've seen from them. Going to be interesting to see if the Hoiho can hold on to this, especially since it's their second game of the weekend. Tipping things off in Tauranga on Friday night.
Indeed, here is Schroeder into Anderson. Should be a good battle with her and Langton. There's the steal from Paiwai. Nice job from her. And now the fast break here for the Hoiho. Paiwai's going to put up the triple. It's fallen nicely here for the Kāhu.
Jason Tinney gets that rebound and being well harassed by Dart there, but she swings at the opposite side.
Yeah, Anderson back to Tuilave. Now here's Morton Jones. Nice bounce pass, but well anticipated. And here comes the Hoiho through Dart again. I'm surprised if she goes all the way here and just waits that one beautifully, little Dart.
Good patience shown there. Gets into the spot. The defense kept fading, so she just pulls up for the finish. 6 points, 4 by Dart.
Yeah, Dart is a couple of good Aussies in this game. Curtin, the other one on the bench at the moment for the Kāhu. Keep your eye on her to make an impact in the game. Morton Jones double teamed immediately, but still finds a way through. But Langton.
Well, nice footwork. She had the option in the corner with Schrader, but didn't get the ball there.
And there's Paiwai driving hard, and she's fouled.
Hoiho playing with a lot of pace here. We'll take another look at that replay. Paiwai tries to get it, and then the nice block there by Langton. The footwork almost cleared the zone for Morton Jones to get the finish, but instead it was denied at the cup. She checks out. Abby Curtin checks into the ball game.
Long arms Langton.
New
nickname for her? Yeah, all of 30 seconds. There's Paiwai.
I like the alliteration. Solid work.
Thank you. Well, Alana Paiwai, first season down in Dunedin. This is the second. Tuilave's got it. Now Schroeder looking to keep the pace up here for the Kāhu.
All about shot quality on this possession for the Kāhu.
See if they get a shot. First of all, Curtin out there now. Now Anderson. Shot clock down to 8 seconds. Tini. Trying to work on Gallagher. She was a tough defender, Sammy Gallagher. And there's a jump ball. And you know, Gallagher, one thing that's typified her career, she never gives up.
Yeah, just I'd like to see a little bit more aggression from this Kāhu squad. They're going to have to get aggressive here with 1.3 seconds left on the shot clock. That jump ball stays with the Kāhu. Maybe not the possession they'd like to keep it, though. With that shot clock giving them a limited opportunity to find a clean look here.
A couple of new players into the game too for the Hoiho. Fuilau, Searle and Gilbert are out there now.
Nice set. Gets Anderson open in the corner. She comes up short, but Dart coming the other way with speed.
Yeah, looking good, and that roll didn't favour her. Then nice little contest for the ball there between Tuilave and Fuilau Searle.
So that's going to go the other way. I think Fuilau Searle is going to get called for the foul. Nice contest. Both her and Tuilave, I think, outstretched there. Tuilave couldn't get that ball back into her core and gets it knocked out of bounds. Ends up getting the whistle, so it works out for the Kāhu.
Hoiho made a good start here. They're up by 5. Kāhu shooting the ball effectively at the moment. They've only put up 2 shots in the game. Make that 3 now, and that's well short. And there is another foul.
Keisha Merenge Ora Just pulls up quickly on the arm there. Like that aggressiveness, another young player. Still performing in the high school ranks a few weeks ago, but with the confidence up here with the Rapid League team.
Yeah, she's from Hamilton, and she's got 3 shots here. She's only 17. And that right there is her first point in the Rapid League. Played 13 minutes against the Puakai and wasn't able to get on the score sheet in that game.
Gets on it in this one. First couple attempts from the Chemist Warehouse strike good. Can she make it 3 in a row? She can't, but the offensive rebound for Tuilave.
And in comes Anderson from the back fence. Tuilave, 5 on the shot clock. Gilbert, good defense from her.
Throw it up, got to shoot it up.
In the end, it's a little untidy, wasn't it, as Gallagher comes away with the ball now.
Better penetration that time around, but need to do it with a reason. Beautiful steal there.
Gallagher a little bit casual, probably the right word there, in possession. Feels like it's game on, though, in this first quarter. 1 minute left in it.
Yeah. Gets the good defense there and then sets up another possession for the Kāhu. Curtin gets aggressive.
Just didn't quite wait it right, and there's another rebound for the Hoiho. Here comes Pawai. Ulau Searle. Now Langton. Gallagher not afraid of putting up the outside shot. Try to work off Langton. Shot clock down to 7. Both teams tightening up defensively at the moment. Gilbert in trouble. Here's Gallagher. Another good stop by the Kāhu.
Gallagher moves out the basketball well there and then gets her hand caught in the cookie jar with some aggressive defense in the full court. And it's going to be shooting right away for the Kāhu, and an unfortunate foul because the Hoiho have done an excellent job defensively. Only giving up the 1 bucket here in the first term, but another trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe gives the Kāhu their best chance for scoring.
And this is Abby Curtin at the line now. Sydney-born player. These Aussies play tough, don't they, Casey?
They certainly bring a lot to the competition. Restricted players here in New Zealand, but we do have, you are allowed a couple of extras if they come from the FIBA Asia region. The rules of Tauihi are 3 imports up to 5 if at least 2 are from FIBA Asia, and FIBA Asia imports are also allowed to take part in Rapid League. So very valuable players in this style of the game.
Gallagher, nice little weighted pass. Ulau Searle with the reverse. That was the best basket of the first quarter.
Shows great patience down low, doesn't get knocked out of space, but they got to defend one more time.
Curtin putting up the shot right on the buzzer, and it's short. So it is the Hoiho who have the lead at the end of the first quarter, largely thanks to that last basket there from Ulau Searle. It's 9-6 to the Southerners after the first quarter of the Sky Broadband Rapid League game.
Yeah, timely bucket there for the Hoiho, who are shooting 50% from the field to get those 9 points and 75% from the line. The Kāhu unable to really find the range from the field, just 1 for 5 in that opening term, but 4 of 5 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe has enabled them to stay within touch distance. And despite, I think, the Hoiho looking a bit more solid, especially on the offensive end, I think they got a better idea what they're trying to do. Hoiho just 1 bucket out of it. And if you're 1 bucket out, no better time than then to get a large pepperoni pizza, because that'll help you get a bucket. Helps me get buckets anyway.
Absolutely.
But $35, use that online code BASKETBALL2025, or scan that QR code to go straight into the ordering. Valid until Thursday, the 9th of October. Nothing better than pepperoni. That's you can't go wrong there.
No, you can't. No, you can't. You definitely can't. Morton Jones, the only player from the Kāhu to get that basket. Those other 4 points coming from the free throw line.
That was on an early shot for the Kāhu, first possession of the ball game. And even that one wasn't a lot of space created in the activity. And get you want a chance to watch that going again. Maybe go back on the Fiber Starter from Sky Broadband, $55 a month for the first 12 months. Visit skybroadband.co.nz or call 09-525-5555.
Yeah, we called that the 5 offer.
Oh, there you go. 5 by 5.
Exactly.
By 5 by 5.
Let's get the second quarter underway, not the fifth quarter.
No 5 quarters. So
Exactly.
Sometimes we get free basketball.
We do sometimes. Great steal mid-court here by Curtin. Curtin fouled as she drove, and it's Gilbert with the foul.
Goes hard into the wall afterwards. That momentum taken. I like how she dribbled back into the body. A couple of nice steals by the Kāhu in the half court. Doing a nice job of pressuring those ball handlers, especially on the wings. An unfortunate late buzzer there. Almost gets Abby Curtin there. And you expect that on the road when you're shooting free throws, but not on your home court.
That's right.
I'm arguing my form here, team. Help us out. No effect on the champ.
Exactly right.
Curtin.
She's tough, man.
You know, she's obviously a great bonus here in the Rapid League level. Was effective in Tauihi a week ago, showing a lot of range and hit some big shots late. What a kick ahead there for Langton.
And there's the finish from Langton. Beautiful pass. Couldn't have been more accurate than that one.
Dart dropped that right in the breadbasket, and Langton sneaks ahead. Poor transition defense from the Kāhu is taken advantage of.
Schroeder kicks across court to Morton Jones. And there's the three-pointer from number 7, Miri Naurangi.
Miri Naurangi showing that range again. She is confident from deep, forces the travel, and dart there to the Kāhu. Miri Naurangi with a nice triple. Second field goal of the ball game for the Kāhu. Gets them down to just a single-digit deficit. She's up to 5 points now.
Yeah, I was just saying, she's a leading scorer.
Had that activity from the free throw line. Showing the range from deep as well. Anderson, one of the more aggressive players out there, gets to the ball again.
And Naurangi again. Oh, now confusion breaks down there, but it's come off Paiwai.
Yeah, she's just trying to get the push pass in there. And watch Paiwai's hand. Just comes in on the switch, or sorry, Langton there, pardon me. Langton's hand. Paiwai was close to the action.
Schroeder for 3. There's Curtin trying to win the offensive rebound, can't do so. Paiwai, no foul there. Ref Rod's right there too.
I like Miri Naurangi's offense, but that defense is something to watch as well.
Dart working off Fulau Searle, blocked. But it fortunately ends up in their hands there of Fulau Searle, and that's an and one possibility for her.
Fulau Searle with a nice finish. You see the Tuolave block there, but it right into the hands of Fulau. It takes the hit, hits the court hard. But makes the bucket, and now a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play from the Chemist Warehouse strike.
That was Teeny's second foul. And here it is, three-point play. So good competitive game on here. But it's the Hoiho leading by 4. Tuilave. Now Teeny. Miri Naurangi. Now Schroeder. So defense working pretty good for the Hoiho in this game as we see Anderson. Shot clock down to 4 again. Schroeder looking for that good look, can't get it. And it's tipped back by Dart. Excellent play by the Hoiho. And Dart's got an easy run in for 2 points.
Yeah, lack of awareness there by Schroeder. When you have the ball in your hand with the shot clock going down, it's your responsibility to get that shot up. Kāhu come back for respawn again.
Naurangi has it stripped out of your hands, and Langton's picked it up.
Yeah, she's just a little loose with the basketball around these, professional basketball players. Probably not used to that level of defense. Has to get that arm bar out, use her body to protect it on those crossovers.
Here's Dart again. Big physical player. Fulau Searle. And reach in there by the 17-year-old, Miri Naurangi.
Unfortunate for the Kāhu there. You see a couple missed actions there. A lot of basketball, a lot of forearm as well. Good whistle. Does not send the Hoiho to the line just yet.
It's a good tough play by the Hoiho, isn't it, so far, Casey? Hard to believe. We think back to, was it Thursday night? Was it Friday night? Friday night, where they couldn't score a point in 2 of their quarters against the Phi. Now, not looking that same team today.
Well, especially that fourth quarter. A 17-0 run by the Phi put that one to bed. Does not look like that's going to be the case today.
Shot clock down to 4. Paiwai finds a hole down the center.
Slicing and dicing right down the lane and then extending for the finish on the rim. Tuolave.
Yeah. Now the Kāhu needed that.
I like that push by Schroeder. Gets it right into the teeth of the defense. The defense collapsed. Gives Vitalio Tuolave that open jimmy.
Here's Gallagher. There's 2 points to Sammy Gallagher.
With a kiss. Off the glass, the bank open on a Sunday Arvo. Sammy Gallagher getting the bucket.
Morton Jones.
Oh, there's got to be a foul there. A late whistle, but a whistle indeed. I like that run. Really like that cross-court pass, you know, dissecting the defense. You always want to kick it ahead when you've got those transition opportunities, but especially so if you can get it to that other side of the court. Really confuses those defenders. Opened up that ability for Morton Jones to get to the cup. Takes the harm and gets the first from the Chemist Warehouse.
It was good to see Gallo and Morton Jones coming together. A couple of tall ferns going at it.
I was thinking the other day while watching all the Rapid League action, just the level of play in the Rapid League. The backups have suddenly gotten a lot better.
It's getting better and better every year, isn't it? Here's Dart. Last minute of this.
Charge?
First half, yep. Offensive foul is the call.
Morton Jones putting the body on the line, and she might be one of the better players in the competition at that. Look at her slide over, feet out of the charge circle, right there on the line of it. That late slide over. Dart thought she had the open lane for the finish, but Morton Jones sacrifices her body to change possession and keep it a 2-possession game. Can the Kāhu make some inroads again?
They need it, don't they? Just 14 points for them so far. The majority of them from the free throw. In fact, exactly 50% of them from the free throw line. Here's Curtin.
Step back.
Ooh, that was a tough shot now. What's that come off? It's come off the Kāhu.
That's Morton Jones. Nice crash, but can't keep the ball. Curtin creating some space there. Little Nowitzki S off the right foot with the fadeaway. Thought that was good, just rattles out. And now the Kāhu have back to the board defensively, need another stop to stay tight.
Kāhu shooting the ball at 33%. Exactly half of what the Hoiho are doing at the moment. They're getting some good looks inside in this game. Shot clock down to 6. Paiai again driving, and there's 2 more.
She's not the tallest player in the court, but she's finishing down the middle. The exploratory dribbles. What a screen by Curtin. Paiai does not feel good after that. She could be sub soon. Tuilavi can't get the finish. They get another chance.
Come on, Tuilavi, yes. Third time lucky for her.
Paiai gets up after taking a hard screen, and we've got BNZ player timeout with 4.4 seconds left here. How about that screen by Abby Curtin?
Yeah, no one was getting through that one.
I'll tell you what, later Paiwai's going to go back to that huddle. I'll tell you what I'd be doing. Say, who the heck was supposed to call that screen? Can somebody give me a shout out? But right now, a shout out to the BNZ for that player timeout. Use that QR code for a chance to win tickets to this season's games. Get your groups, come together, scan the code, and see if you can be a winner. But get in quick. The season goes faster than you think, all thanks to the BNZ. Inspiring that next generation of Aotearoa's hoopers.
Yeah, there's 5,000 tickets to give away this season too. Now pull past that time for Fuilau Searle.
Timeout, 1 second left, don't get it. Half over.
Exactly. Not going to call the BNZ player timeout. So there's the score, 22-16. Hoiho up by 6. They were up by 3 at the end of the first. Doubled that lead. Southerners responding nicely after getting dumped by the Phi a couple of days ago.
Well, the offense is coming in different ways for these two teams here in the first half. From the field, the Hoiho, fantastic efficiency, 9 for 13 from the field for the Hoiho. For the Kāhu, only 4 of 13, but they are 7 of 9 from the stripe, so that's kept them within touch distance here in the first half. As we take a quick look at the stats, the total score, 22-16. Hoiho led by Lil Dart and Lena Paiwai. And Fuilau as well, really finding their way to the cup, especially around that painted area. Miriam Orengi leading the way for the Kāhu, the youngster getting it done. 5 rebounds for Vitalia Tuilavi, and she's had her fingertips on multiple other opportunities. Paiwai, Fuilau, and Dart doing the scoring and the rebounding. On to the distribution in the assist game. 3 total for the Kāhu. Schroeder with 2 of those. Dart with 2, leading the Hoiho. On to the defensive side of things. Dart up there, she's in every category.
Yeah, amazing.
Paiwai's not far away for the Hoiho. Tini Curtin and Miriam Gorangi with 1 steal herself. Overall, nice performance by both teams, taking care of the ball, just the 4 turnovers each. But some improvements there for both squads on the table at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. And the Hoiho, love the fact they're point scoring. All their players have scored except for Elise Gilbert. She's only been on court for less than 2 minutes, so there's been some good variety. But I think the Kāhu, Casey, we touched on in that first half, they've got to tighten up their defense down the lane, don't they?
Yeah, they just, a couple of those pie-wide penetrations, that's just on the on-ball defender. Need to do a better job of keeping those defenders in front of you, or those offensive players when you're defending in front of you. But I've been impressed by the Kāhu's work on the glass. The Hoiho, I think, have an opportunity to really impose their will on the offensive boards as this game goes along.
So it's a 6-point game. Hoiho up 22-16. Sky Broadband Rapid League action here in round 2. Anderson Tini almost losing her footing. In fact, she's lost possession.
That's all Sandy Gallagher.
Yeah.
Just great defense. Gets right in there. Doesn't allow that handoff action to go. Great hustle. Always doing it with a smile, but she has just a high work rate. And doesn't get any stats for that, but impacts the game at a high level.
Pizzy back out there now. Langton for 3, and it goes from Eva Langton.
Well, it took that little rhythm dribble. Yeah, I thought she had that first look. She didn't feel comfortable. Takes a little rhythm dribble to get to the side and drains it. Suddenly, the Hoiho in control, 9 points up.
They're looking really sharp, aren't they? There's Gallagher again, almost nicking it off Curtin. Curtin gets the roll off the rim there for 2 more for her.
That's a tough finish. Just really attacking the gamble as we see Merenga Orangi playing great defense up the floor, making it difficult for Paiwai. Curtin, a difficult shot in the mid-range, but she'll check out of the game as Tuolave and Schrader check back into the ball game.
5 points now for.
Yeah, Curtin's going to play a big impact in the Tauihi game as well, so they might be saving her just a bit.
Same with Pizzy as well. We haven't seen too much of her. She's got her hands on the ball now. Big Pizzy, but she's lost it. Schroeder's got it. Schroeder going all the way here. Nice.
The youngster attacks, finishes strong in transition. You love to see that kind of aggression, and the Kāhu love to see that, especially in that transition game.
These youngsters have a lot of confidence, Casey. Here's Langton. Kick out pass. Dart across goes to Paiwai. Lovely move, and there's Gallagher flying in.
Well, love the play by Paiwai, getting that penetration. Can't make the layup, but Gallagher has got her back. Storms in, grabs the offensive rebound and the finish. The effort is palpable.
4 points for Gallagher. Hoiho back up by 7 to Ilave. Here's Schroeder. Schroeder finding space again. 4 points for her.
Lefty getting it done. Shows a nice burst of speed there. And I like how she doesn't give up her dribble. Keeps it going until the defender keeps it away. Kāhu right back in this game.
Beautiful ball to Pizzy. That's almost too easy, that one.
That's a difficult little action there with 2 veteran players who know what they're looking for. Good use of the screen. Great roll by Pizzy for the finish.
Marina Orangi's lost it, and it's picked up by Pizzy. Here comes Paiwai. Got Langton right there.
Oh, what a dime. Paiwai aggressive.
Paiwai for 3 now. And it's picked up by Morton Jones.
This energy has lifted here in the second half. Both teams pushing the pace to a much higher degree. Pizzy gets the steal. Hoiho off to the races again.
And now they are just going to cool off the engines just a little bit. Oh, I say that. And Anderson's got something to say about that.
She's got numbers, but she's got the jump shot too.
Not going to nail it as Pizzy gets the rebound, and now Dart.
No numbers for Dart, so she lets it fly.
And she gets it.
Well, the defense sets it up. Dart knocks it down.
That's a killer blow from little Dart there.
He was on target from deep.
Last minute of quarter number 3, been all action this one. Marina Orangi.
Ooh, that's pretty. The runner showing the deft touch. And she gave it a look for a while as well. Nice response, but still a 8-point lead for the Hoiho.
7 points for her now, Gallagher. And there's a steal almost. Gallagher back to regather.
She was lucky not to get a foul. I think she used her arms to get Tuolave off that basketball there.
Yeah, Gallagher.
Oh, with the backward shot.
Oh.
Say a prayer, why not?
Tell me, that wasn't far away.
She gives a shrug. She's like, I saw the clock. I knew we had limited time. Gives it a go. Take another look at it. How about this? She looks up at the clock, says, ah, almost online, just about.
That would have been the basket of the year.
That would have been pretty good. That would have gotten a little bit of play on socials.
Yes, Schroeder. And now a foul by Dart.
Schroeder gets pushed off the line there. She's a younger player, but that means she doesn't have that bone marrow, doesn't have that base. Against these veteran players, she can get a little physical. That time she gets the whistle, however.
20 seconds left. Couple of seconds differential, and Schroeder's lost it. Half-court violation coming up here.
No, it was not.
So 14 seconds, 15.2 seconds in fact.
Gilbert to tip that ball into Dart at some point.
Fuilau-Searle. Langton.
A nice action. If the pass was on target, could have been a triple. Instead, it's Dart from up top.
Oh, she's got back-to-back threes.
4 seconds left. Schroeder's got to be quick.
Schroeder. And that is the end of the third. And the Hoiho doubling their lead every quarter at the moment, as they lead 35-24 with 4 minutes left in this one.
Well, how about that flurry of activity by the Hoiho? Really powered themselves offensively.
Well, it was those back-to-back threes from Dart that put them in a powerful position.
And back-to-back quarters with 13 points. That defense has stayed solid, still holding the Kāhu to under 45% from the field. And their efficiency is fantastic. The Hoiho shooting over 70% from the field after that last make. That is just incredible. 14 for 20 overall, and 3 for 6 from behind the arc. So doing a nice job there. The rebounds, they've got a little tip there, 10 rebounds to 8. 7 assists on 14 buckets. You love to see that kind of percentage. And the turnovers probably a bit too high for both squads. But that quarter, the Kāhu, no free throw attempts, and that's where that lead stretched.
Yeah, really good effort by the Southern Hoiho. They're ticking all the boxes at the moment.
And the Hoiho squad getting ready to check into the game. The Kāhu chatting to each other, those last-minute instructions. What can we do to get back in this ball game? And they can't get back into it. It was only a couple of days ago, as we mentioned, Glenn, that this Hoiho squad came out and went scoreless in the fourth. The Kāhu can find that kind of defensive impact. They still got a chance in this one.
It's very strange, that game against the Phi, wasn't it? Because they actually scored good numbers against the Hawaii in their first Rapid League game. Here's Dart. It's beautifully done again. Fuilau-Searle won't get the three-point play, but she's going to the Chemist Warehouse for 2.
Dart really manipulates the younger Schroeder there nicely. She fakes towards that elm ball, and Schroeder jumps to it, not forces her to it, jump to that activity. Dart just sets her up for that penetration on the strong side, pulls multiple defenders, and finds Fuilau with the handoff. Fuilau gets the finish from the Chemist Warehouse stripe to extend the lead.
All players in the Hoiho team except Gilbert have got multiple baskets now. So they're all just clicking really well in this game.
Tuilave again on the glass is doing a nice job impacting things there, but the Kāhu got to find some offense. Who can put the ball in the cup?
Curtin maybe. She's lost it. Stone cold there. Fuilau-Searle picks it up, and now here comes Dart again.
Spacey wasn't great for that rip. The passer, defender right there when she turned to make her move.
Dart looking to work off Fuilau-Searle. Maybe she's got 2 threes in this game already. Now Gilbert. Fuilau-Searle with 6 on the shot clock. Trying to muscle up on Curtin. Langton. Tidy little fadeaway's not going to fall. Gilbert picks it up.
Well, good hands. Jump ball called. Gilbert doesn't give up on the play. Sticks with it, right place, right time. Can't get the finish and then just clamps on it.
That was gutsy play by Elise Gilbert. Naorangi, now Curtin again. There's Anderson. Curtin again over Gallagher this time. And that's a sweet shot from Abby Curtin.
She loves that mid-range. She's got the height to just shoot over defenders that aren't really up and in.
And now tip back, and here comes Tuilave.
That was not who you wanted to give it to, but a nice transition activity.
Oh, a little run in one-hander there from Mirinarangi. Not falling this time. Teeny. And there's Gallagher. She's got eyes in the back of her head, Sammy Gallagher.
She's always hustling. Nice attack by Jason Tinney. Little shot fake on the outside and then slices down. Fulau on one side, Gallagher on the other. And the Tinney sandwich ends up with a Chemist Warehouse attempt.
Tinney has, this will be her first points if she can get these free throws to fall.
She's come back to the Kāhu after a year away from Tauihi basketball.
And they're 2 from 2 that time from Tinney. Much needed points there for the Kāhu. Still a long way back though. They're 8 back with 2.5 to play. Not impossible. Especially with that turnover from Paiwai.
Well, good hustle. The youngster, again, is impacting this game in a lot of different ways. I've been impressed by Mirinarangi's activity.
Yeah, these youngsters don't lack confidence these days, Casey. The Fire youngsters the other night certainly didn't. Here's Tinney.
It can be good and bad.
Here's Tuilave.
Morton Jones with a dime.
Nice from Tuilave, but
foul on the rebound called there. I think Langton just took a whack to the head.
Right at the end of that 24 seconds as well.
Nice offense, good patience. Manipulating the defense to a better degree that possession, but just need to find a way to finish with a little bit more efficiency to the Kāhu.
There's Alana Paiwai. Oh, she's so good on those drives, and that's not gone in that time now. Mirinarangi. Here comes Tuilave. 2 minutes to play. Kāhu need baskets, and plenty of them. As Anderson.
Oh, I thought that was down.
Hard luck there for Asia Anderson. And that's a loose ball foul. Hard luck there for Asia Anderson.
Yeah, if she would have got to that ball first, there's not a foul, but Paiwai gets to it first. Look at that hustle. Paiwai gets there. She keeps possession. She loses the footing. Comes off second best, but with possession, a whistle, and now free throws, because that is the third personal in the quarter on the Kāhu. So free throws the rest of the way for the Hoiho.
Yeah, it's going to make it even extra harder for the Kāhu. We're still shooting in the mid-50s, mid-40s rather. 45% at the moment. Here's Paiwai at the line. Paiwai's got 6 points now and 2 from 3 from the Chemist Warehouse strike.
Well, how about this Hoiho squad? 10 points over their season average, as are the Kāhu. They only had the one run, but nice to see the Hoiho finding a little activity on the offensive end. But the Kāhu aren't done yet.
Quick baskets required. Here's Schroeder. Anderson defended by Gilbert up high. Morton Jones getting a little tangled up there. Nice gather from Anderson. She's double teamed though, and Mirinarangi with 4 on the shot clock. And another good stop there by the Hoiho. How
about this hustle by the Hoiho? Fantastic defense, really locked in.
Great gift there from Gilbert. Highway. They don't need to rush anything, but look at that space under there for Gilbert. And now every Hoiho player has scored in this game.
Miscommunication defensively. Nobody goes with the cutter. Gilbert finds herself wide open. Good ball movement and good energy off the ball leads to that open look.
Anderson. Hoiho still playing tough defense right to the end of this game. Anderson off target. Don't forget, tipping off at 3 o'clock in just over 20 minutes. We have the Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa game between these two teams. Kāhu coming into that 0-1, and the Hoiho 0-2. So someone's going to come out a winner today.
Somebody's those got to go.
So make sure you're tuning in at 3 o'clock as Paiwai.
Nice.
That's a beautiful finish from Fuilau Searle. Good play from Paiwai. She's had an excellent game in this one, Casey.
Well, Paiwai's really affected things. Fantastic penetration, and not just to score. That time, drawing the defenders and drops it off. Fuilau, right place, right time, exactly where you need to be in that low block.
Six points for Paiwai. 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Not too shabby.
Fantastic effort. Remember, this is a 16-minute game in total. And she has certainly impacted the game as much as anyone else who's touched 4 on the hardwood today.
Good pick up for the Hoiho. They lose the ball again, the Kāhu. Here's Langton.
I'd like to see that one fly. Instead, it's Gilbert down the lane.
And there she is, rolling in her second basket of the quarter.
Everybody scored for the Hoiho.
Yeah, multiple times as well.
This is a fantastic ball movement. The big lead is suddenly 16. Kāhu still trying to fight hard, though.
Morton Jones couldn't get that through, and there's Pai with another board. Excellent pickup.
Sets up Langton for the triple.
Not going to nail that one, Eva Langton, but this is going to be a good win for the Southern Hoiho. Late foul there by Fuilau Searle.
Fuilau, not a bad foul. 4 seconds left. Takes away the bucket. Remember, every bucket counts in Tauihi and Sky Broadband Rapid League. It's going to come down to, I feel, could come down to one bucket this season. No, it's going to be a tough competition. Well, they pass in to call the player timeout. Could have called it from the sideline. Instead, just running, just tease us. Instead, giving you another chance at home.
Well, as you know, every basket counts, mate, as you just said.
Every basket counts. Worth chatting about. Here with the BNZ player timeout. And there's your chance to scan that QR code to get yourself a ticket to the big game. Looking for church groups, community groups, car enthusiast groups.
Any groups.
Butterfly collecting groups.
Yeah, there are a few of them.
Matchbook collecting groups.
Are there still them?
Magnets collecting
Stamps?
groups. Stamps. Those groups and any other kind of group get along to a game this year.
Just in case you couldn't figure that out for yourself, folks.
I thought I'd have more groups at my hand there, but not many.
Oh, don't worry. You'll get another chance to talk about the groups. There is the end of the game, and it is a win for Southern Hoiho. That's a great bounce back after their poor performance against the Phi on Friday night. Really good win for them. They've taken it out 44-28. And it's great. It was a good all-round team performance by all 7 players that took the court.
Impressively, I think defensively they got stronger as this game went along. Really impressive, especially since it is their second round of action this time. And so to see that kind of defensive performance where they only gave up double digits in the quarter once, and in that fourth quarter gave up just 4, especially after having that scoreless quarter themselves a few nights ago. The Hoiho back on track. Yeah,
wonderful effort as we check out some Chemist Warehouse stats for you. All the numbers from the Hoiho looking very good here.
Yeah. Little Dart leading the way with 12 points. Fuilau Paiwai right behind him, giving excellent support. No double-digit scores for the Kāhu, but Curtin and Mirangarangi gets 7 apiece. The rebounds to Olave, leading the way with 7, dominating everything. Paiwai out there with 4. The PG getting in on the action on the glass. 4 assists for Dart, 3 for Rebecca Pizzi, doing a nice job of facilitating as a big. Paiwai with 2, and 2 for Schroeder for the Kāhu. The steals, 3 for Pizzi, affecting the game there as well. Kilitini 2 herself. And finishing for the day statistically, as we see the Hoiho grab a 44-28 victory.
Yeah, really good win for them. But let's see if they can replicate that in 17 minutes. We get tip off in the Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa game, which is coming up at 3 o'clock between these two teams. Going to be an interesting clash with all the players we've just seen in action again, along with all the big name players in both squads. Make sure you join us then.
Blue and orange colors, BBNZ Kāhu. the main event here is Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa, round 2, on the road out of Eventfinda Stadium. for TJ Kāhu, Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. This is the lineup responsive to the for season 2025 with the leading roster. Great supporters for TJ Kāhu, Sky Broadband, South Authentic New York Pizza, Sky Sports the home of sport, Monica, Molten, Basketball, New Balance, we got now. Line looks like drink. It's Warehouse. BBNZ. Shortly we're going to be welcoming both teams to the floor. Putting your big Kāhu, which we now on 2-1-2 punch. DJ Shout and also the drumliners are here as well. They are each home man straight over here. We'll see them up top during the game. Defense shouts, lock down. You got it. Back to the line. To welcome both teams out and teams to the benches when you can. Now for team announcements, the first thing we're going to call out will be the visitors. We had a couple of guys before from the deep south line. Any fans here who have travelled up from Otago and south of the southern Hoiho fans, make a bit of noise. Let's see, we've got on board here. Tonight in this one, please welcome number 4 Serena in action earlier, Alana Taiwan. Number 8 on the floor comes Eventfinda. Number 9 is Samara Gallagher. Number 12, please welcome Little Duck. In 17, come on, finish shots in Eva Langton. 28 for this one, Elise Gilbert. 42 was in one action earlier, Faye Puala. And the Southern Hoiho starting 5. He's on the floor, number 3, Taylor Simmons. Number 10, Jessie Edwards. In 11, Claire Jacobs. 22, Paige Bradley. And 24 captain, Zoe Richards. The coaches, Todd Marshall. Let's give a round of applause for the opposition to Southern Hoiho. It's time now to welcome out our drama, line and crew for your BBNZ. Northern Kāhu, fans, are we ready? Let's get those thundersticks ready for a big warm welcome. Suiting up first, let's hear it for one of our local legends, Emma K. Schroeder. Joining on the floor, number 7, with the future all in front of her, We're into this one, Number 10, Victoria Tulave. Number 12, here is Mary Martindo. Number 13, Keely. Sitting up to number 27 of this one, please hear it for Aisha. backing up in number 4, Jasmine Roberts. Number 5 is on fire. Lost time out to Lucia. That is Hoiho. And the captain, 23, 2 points up, Lauren Mansfield. And return for Kāhu, everybody. Both teams find their way along to this one. Stretching South End, 2 minutes time. It's the ball. In coach. With the captain assisted by Justin Green. And Cassie Fenton. Manager Liam Morgan. Strength and conditioning coach is Logan Barker. And the physio, your titles only, Chris McIntyre. Thanks once again to the Kāhu top line negative. Sit up top. Looking to this one. Looking to win it on the line. Sky Sport Aotearoa. On board the crew chief alongside referees Mikey Brown and the Taylor Shot.
Well, no mai haere mai and welcome here to Eventfinda Stadium in Auckland. It's great to have your company for round 2 of Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa for 2025. We've got the home team, Northern Kāhu, up against the Southern Hoiho in what should be a fascinating clash as both teams come into this clash winless. Kāhu played just the one game though, having gone down to Poakai, and the Hoiho coming off losses against the Whai on 2 days ago in Tauranga. Glenn Lama here with Casey Frank with the call, and yeah, another chance for these two teams to get their seasons going here, Casey, and it's I guess an evolution for both of these two teams as we check out that good health poll. And come on, we need some love for the Hoiho. Come on.
No love from the South Island at the moment. The Hoiho couldn't find the measure in that first game out where they really got overpowered by the Poakai. A better hit out against the Whai, but still just were unable after a poor second quarter to find their way into the winner's circle. The Kāhu, a decent performance against the Poakai a week ago, but down the stretch, big shots made by the Poakai, great execution, let them seal this one. So who is going to have their first win of the season today? Because one of these O's got to go.
Exactly, Poakai beating the Kāhu 88-83 in that first game, the FIBA beating the Hoiho 89-74. That's the standings, and well, as you just said, that just reinforces what Casey just said just a moment ago. They've got to get off that big donut.
Yeah, and it's going to take different styles today as we take a look at the upcoming fixtures that are tipping off from next Friday night for round 3. The Buckeye hosting the FIBA. The Hoiho, first game at home against the powerful Tokomaniko Queen side. And back here again next Sunday, the Kāhu with another Sunday afternoon game. Make sure you get out here, bring the family. A fantastic environment here in Auckland when you're looking something to do before round 4 kicks off after that.
Absolutely looking forward to that one. Let's check out some starting 5 action now for you. And here is the starting 5. Hoiho have made a change with Zoe Richards coming in to start this game. Number 24, Beck Pizzi's back to the bench. But the others are all there again. Taylor Simmons, who's come off 23 points against the Phi. She's out there again. Jessie Edwards, Claire Jacobs, who scored very heavily in their first game of the season. Paige Bradley, of course, very good point guard. Let's hear from now Beck Pizzi.
Well, Haley, coming off a first game loss, but there were some positives for the Kāhu. What is it that you guys learned about yourselves in that first one and want to improve on for the second time out?
Yeah, definitely. That game film was perfect for us. We had a...
Well, we'll come back to Hayley Rynell in just a moment, but she's got some very interesting things to say.
Well, leading scorer in the league right now. She's got lots to say, but let's go back to Beck Pizzi if we can.
Back coming into this game, you've got a big game against the Kāhu. But first, what about the Hoiho? 0 for 2 in the first 2 times out. What have you guys learned from the film and come into today's game and help you get the win?
We've learnt heaps in our first couple of games. Obviously, we only had a really short pre-season, so gelling on the court. We like to run, we like to push the ball. We've had some great shots that just unfortunately haven't gone down. We've learned a lot as a team, and I can't wait to see what we do when we kind of gel and get to know how everyone plays and their type of shots and everything. So very excited for today's game.
And in today's game, coming in against the Kāhu squad that showed some nice versatility their first time out, also looking for their first win. What are you going to hope to contain in their game plan to give the Hoiho a better chance of getting the win today?
Look, Hayley Rynell was amazing last week. Obviously, 5 from 7 from the 3 is crazy stats, but so we'll hopefully look at containing her. We'll crash the boards. That's something that we need to definitely work on. So we'll box out and then hopefully rebound and run and just go from there. Push the ball. Yep.
Yeah, Beck Pizzi, always interesting to hear. Of course, she's a New Zealand rep now, having debuted for the Tall Ferns back earlier this year, the former Australian underage representative.
Yeah, one of those Kiwis in Australia that the high performance program is doing a great job of finding and lifting the quality of our teams here in New Zealand. And speaking of the Kāhu, looking to get things done today, their first one of the season. And here are the starting 5.
Yeah, Tali Tupaia out there again for another season. Alia Matharu, Lauren Mansfield, very experienced player. Jasmine Roberts, exciting American, as is Hayley Rynell. I think you know who we're going to talk to in the lead up to tip-off. Let's hear from Hayley right now.
Well, Hayley, coming off a first game loss, but there were some positives for the Kāhu. What is it that you guys learned about yourselves in that first one and want to improve on for the second time out?
Yeah, definitely. That game film was perfect for us. We had a really good week of practice, and I think that everybody has improved individually, and we've really improved as a team just in a short week. So I'm excited to show what we have today.
And today, coming up against a Hoiho squad that has started 0-2, but has showed some promising size. A lot of size for this squad as well, so you're going to have to work it out on the boards. But what do you, as a squad, want to do against this team today to come away with a victory?
Yep, we're definitely going to try to use our speed advantage. Boxing out is a really big point today just because they are a little bit bigger than us, but I think that we'll be able to find the advantage on offense for sure.
Yeah, Rynell, very impressive in that match last week where she scored 31 points at 67%, 71% from the three-point line, only missed 2 out of her 7 shots, also grabbed 7 boards as well. And if she keeps posting numbers like that, she's going to be a superstar for the Kāhu.
Well, all-league player a season ago, but let's first take a look at the head-to-head thanks to the Chemist Warehouse. Scoring, there you see the averages. The Hoiho, the actual lowest scoring team in the competition. The Kāhu sitting on 3rd after the Queens last night. 3-point percentages. The Hoiho, even though they're not scoring a lot of points, one of the better shooting teams from deep. They really can fly it up. They are actually leading the league in 3-point percentage. The O boards per game, that's going to be a key factor. And of course, the matchup in the middle, Jessie Edwards and Hayley Rynell. Hayley Rynell, leading scorer in the competition right now with 31 points a game. That 5 for 7, fantastic. If she can pull Jessie Edwards out of the painted area to contend with her three-point shooting, that's going to open up a lot of driving range for a very quick Kāhu side. Alternatively, if Edwards can defend right well in that one-on-one with some help from Richards and some help from Big Pizzy, I think the Kāhu are going to have to find different ways to score. In that case, look for Tauihi to have a little bit more of the ball in hand.
Yeah, going to be interesting. Tauihi, always an influential player, no matter what team she plays for. Brad Clyde, Mike Graham, Michaela Sharp, the referees for this clash this afternoon, as we're all set for tip-off. Jodie Cameron coaching the Kāhu again. 4th season in a row. She's been the only head coach that the Kāhu have had. Todd Marshall in his 3rd season coaching the Hoiho.
And this could be a really interesting clash of styles. You know, the Hoiho might be the most deliberate team in the half court. They've got great size. They've got a lot of big wings and centers. Those forwards all have great size. This Kāhu squad, though, it's Haley right now. I think there's a lot of guards, a lot of movement, a lot of shooting, and a lot of speed. Which style is going to win the handle here?
This one now, as he touched on, quite player last year. Now up in the big smoke. Thanks to watching this Hoiho team. Well, Taylor Simmons shot the ball very well in the second half in particular against the Phi 2 days ago. Paige Bradley.
You know, Simmons' best offensive output of the season. If she can find another one of that and they can get Claire Jacobs firing like she did in game 1, they'll be in good stead.
Indeed, yeah. Jacobs still averaging 19 as the Hoiho win the tip through Edwards.
Averaging 19, but had 22 in the first half against the Boracay in the opening game. She's coming out aggressive in this one.
And she is nailing the first basket inside the first 10 seconds.
Well, you don't have to tell her twice. The defense dropped. She came right into that off the arm ball and lets it fly. Bangs home the triple early.
There's Tauihi working off right now. And she is away with that one.
Nice defense by Jacobs there.
Natharu, what happened there? No one picking up the loose ball for the Hoiho.
Well, Claire Jacobs in defense, but she doesn't chase down the rebound. Natharu decides she can get it done.
Natharu, good job for her. Now Jacobs again going to work straight away. No foul, no whistle. Here comes Tauihi.
Like Jacobs' mindset, but the Kāhu coming back quick the other way. Great screen by Rynell.
Rynell has it now, going to work on Zoe Richards. Tauihi for 3. Off target on that shot. Picked up by Jacobs, and now Bradley keeping the pace of the game high here.
Oh, look at that speed. I just love Paige Bradley's game. Such a good point guard. Natharu coming back the other way, but Bradley really pushed the pace to get that bucket.
It's going to be a good matchup today, Natharu and Simmons.
I did not expect the Hoiho to come out and push the pace like this, but they are running the ball right down the throat of the Kāhu half-court defense.
Good ball movement as well as Simmons posts up here on Mansfield, and there's the foul, and it's going to count.
No bucket on the floor. Simmons unlucky there. I thought that was an N1. Lovely footwork. This pace of the Hoiho right now. I think it's surprising the Kāhu early in this one. I think they expected a little bit more of a deliberate style. With the size and the speed combining to make the Hoiho a tough cover.
Here's Bradley. Now to Simmons. Nice movement again by Taylor Simmons, but Tauihi has picked up the foul. She doesn't agree with the call, but which player does?
Tauihi. Let's see from this angle, does she get the ball cleanly? I mean, not a lot of body there, but a tough angle. When you reach in from the side, you're sort of reaching out with your arm, you're not defending with your body. It's always going to be difficult to get that call.
So a couple of early fouls going against the Kāhu. Simmons again, now to Edwards. There's Edwards creating space.
Strong move. A lot of size, but she loves those rips from the elbow. That time attacks with the left against quicker defenders, but it didn't matter. She gets to finish at the rim.
Working hard. She knows she's got her work cut out on defense against Rynell in this game. Now Roberts. Now Mansfield. Trying to go around Bradley. That's going to be a great battle at the point.
Excellent defense, Bradley.
Ooh, no luck for Roberts there. And Rynell picked up the offensive rebound and the foul.
Rynell refuses to be boxed out. And she had to carry the load offensively in game 1. And well, this time, you're not going to give me the ball. Well, I'll go get it. Goes down to the block, gets the finish, takes the contact, the hoop, the harm, off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Exactly. She was firing her guns there too. take cover. Right now with the three-point play. Kāhu, much needed basket early.
Love it. Early right now, his work rate always impressive. She gets the Kāhu back to within a point with that effort there.
Taylor Simmons handling the ball a lot now. She settles into life in Dunedin. Here's Zoe Richards against Tupaia. Another foul against Talia Tupaia.
Well, she did the job defensively, and she's been warned now. Asking an official what they were looking at, and that's enough for him.
So 2 fouls for Tupaia. What's Jodie Cameron
she closed the
gonna
gap.
do?
She closed the gap there into the body. That's a fadeaway. When you close the gap like that, you're given the opportunity for the officials to make the whistle. And she heads to the bench. 2 early fouls. The Kāhu going with Tuilave for a little bit of size to box out up front.
No option really there, Coach Cameron there. Zoe Richards goes to the line. Really experienced player, of course. New Zealand rep in 2024. 1 from 2, but there's the long arms of Jessie Edwards as Richards goes to work again.
Gets in the paint, drops that elbow. That's going to be offensive. Matharu in there on the post, just takes that elbow. Good defensive slide in front now. Watch Zoe Richards come back and just drops it in. Not a lot there, but the size discrepancy between those 2 players. When you're that big, it's going to make it look a lot worse than it is.
Mansfield pushing the ball down to Roberts. Tuilave. So he's going to become a key player now with Tupaia out of the game for the meantime. Right now, Mansfield working off. Right now gets the ball back. That's a lovely pick and roll. No basket. Bradley's got it.
Good defense, Edwards, and Bradley pushing the pace again, attacking this Kāhu transition D.
Jacobs can't nail the 3, but Edwards gets the offensive rebound and gets 2 more points for the Hoiho.
Jessie Edwards has been really active here in the first quarter, both ends. Rebound defensively, rebound offensively, and the finish using her height to great effect.
A bit of an early ambush here from the Hoiho as they really pick the pace up. Keep it up. Can they keep it up, though, as Mansfield feeds Tuilave. Little fade away from Tuilave. No good.
Those fadeaways, I think you got to go up and through these defenders, force the officiating crew to blow the whistle, because right now those fadeaways are not giving you a lot of space.
Simmons with a beautiful pass there, Edwards, and there's a foul. Beautiful ball there from Taylor Simmons.
The officiating crew is calling it tightly on this end. If you get hands in on the basketball, they're consistently calling it a beautiful dive, and it's all arms. There's not a lot of basketball there. Not too sure if that was Tuilave or Rydell who picks up the foul there, but could have gone either way. And that's 5 fouls in 3.5 minutes on the Kāhu.
Jessie Edwards at the line.
The size of the Hoiho is having an impact on this team right now.
It's been quite a start by the Hoiho. 2 from 2 from Edwards.
Fantastic start, Jessie Edwards. 6 points now. 6 rebounds as well. Oh, sorry, 6 points and 3 rebounds so far.
That's a fantastic start. Scary thing from the Hoiho's perspective is Taylor Simmons hasn't got cracking yet. And there's a good basket from Tuilave.
Tuilave lovely on the baseline. Showing some nice skill.
Yeah, Hoiho losing the ball over the sideline there. Clear Jacobs.
Mansfield has that ability as a defender. I think the only one that Hoiho are really comfortable bringing up the ball against her pressure is Paige Bradley. Jacobs can certainly handle that rock, but against a smaller, quicker defender, impacted her there. Close to a travel there for Talia Tuilave.
3 ball goes up. And it's not going to fall there for Tharu, and there's a foul. Loose ball against the American.
And she got that offensive rebound off her own miss earlier. This time she tries to chase it down, but takes out Zoe Richards in the meantime. And we're going back to the Chemist Warehouse strike. That foul from about 80 feet away from the basket sends Richards right to the cup.
Exciting time for those 2 Americans. It's their rookie pro season in New Zealand. They just finished college.
Tell them a secret. It is not the same in Eastern Europe. You keep coming down here.
Well, early timeout called on the floor here from Jodie Cameron. Things have not gone to plan. No, not the end of the world here, Casey. They're only down by 4.
And the thing is, not playing great. You know, I think they're looking a little discombobulated out there, what they're trying to run around with. So if they can take this time out here, just get on the same page, understand where they're trying to get their offense going. I think when we're talking about for the Hoiho, the chat in there is going to have to be, hey, can we stick with this activity, pushing the basketball? The pace is giving us exactly what we need right now. Keep the pace going. Up and down the court, if we can get those rebounds, we can get those live ball turnovers. That is exactly what we're looking for.
Can they keep it going though? What's the stamina and fitness like? And can the bench, here's a question for you, can the bench keep up with that style of play?
I think not a lot of minutes for a lot of these benches. Certainly most teams across the league hand a majority of the playing time to that import core. But you still have to have Kiwis on the court at all times. And looking at this Hoiho squad, second game in 48 hours, they've done the first thing. They've come out and they've been aggressive. Now can they keep that up for 20, 30, 40 minutes? That's where the question lies.
Exactly. Started off really well for the Kiwis Warehouse strike, 4 from 5. This is Zoe Richards. Tipped back by Simmons, right into the hands of Edwards. Another play here for the Hoiho. Here's Bradley. Oh, poor pass that time from Paige Bradley.
Not something you see from Paige Bradley often. Just misaimed that one. As Taylor Simmons was coming up exactly as you want to do out that on ball. Wide open on that wing. Good decision by Bradley. Bradley will go to the bench. A little Dart gets her first taste of action today, and she's been pretty effective in the minutes behind Paige Bradley this season. I like seeing them play together as well.
Exactly, 14 points per game for Dart. 26 minutes per game so far. Just the 2 games played, of course, early in the season. Mansfield. Good pressure by Dart. Shot clock down to 4.
Great D.
Roberts. Got to put the shot up. Ooh, a foul right at the end of the 24 seconds.
That's a professional play by the rookie. Came out there, felt the arm of Simmons. Look at it, the arm's in there, so she just goes up with a shot. That's a foul automatically by a good officiating crew, because that's a not bad defense by Taylor Simmons, but she's thinking she's going all the way to the cup. Roberts feels it on the arm there. He says, okay, I'll get this foul. Let me get to the Chemist Warehouse strike. Settle things down. Misses the first.
Yeah, that's her first miss this season. For Jasmine Roberts, out of Jacksonville, Florida. She misses both, and there's Edwards with another board.
Those free throws, so valuable. When you're down again, got to make those, drop those ones in. Dart with a nice cross.
Edward, Richards, now Simmons. Nailed a 3, and it's picked up by Matharu.
Good rebounding as a collective. They're going to have to do that, especially with Rydell out of the game. Oh, unlucky. Matharu with a great attack. Oh, they're scrapping. Matharu doesn't like that.
She does not. She ain't smiling out of that one.
That's going to be a foul on Matharu. That's going to be another attempt at the Chemist Warehouse strike. Taking another look at it. Matharu thinking it's pretty clean. Let's take a look. Yeah, she's on the arm there. Has a little bit of ball, has a lot of arm. She's thinking it's mostly basketball, but not the way the replay shows it. I like that spiciness, though. You got to get a little spicy right now.
What about all these free throws for the Hoiho in this first quarter?
The Kāhu have found themselves in a poor position here to start things off. The aggressive defense has backfired. 6 personal fouls here in less than just a little over 5 minutes.
6 free throws already falling from the Chemist Warehouse stripe in this game for the Hoiho. 2 more there for Simmons. Here's Roberts. Kick out pass to Rynell for 3.
Feeling it.
Yeah, she was very diligent in her warm-up.
And that's what you have to do to attack Edwards. Force Edwards out of the paint by getting the ball to Rynell on those pops. So they're open for rebounds and for attacks off the dribble.
What about that pass right there from Edwards to Dart?
Beautiful basketball. Edwards realizing that cut, and good timing by Dart, waiting for the pass to be received to make that move so she can get the finish.
Almost a perfect response to that 3 from Rynell. Here's Tuilave, marked by Richards. Rynell.
Back to back.
Edwards can't nail the triple again, and here comes Claire Jacobs. Again, the pace is good.
Yeah, they're really looking to run. Kāhu have to do a better job of tagging up early, I think. Edwards, can she do it from deep as well?
Ooh, and there's the offensive ball by Simmons. Got behind those Kāhu defenders. Jacobs for three from way downtown. Can't nail that one. Mansfield.
Nice look. You love the pace. Kāhu needs to respond.
Lauren Mansfield rattles in a triple.
Oh, Mansfield. The defense drops down. Rynell's sitting there to set a good screen. There you see it. They're ready for the screen. They weren't ready for the triple, the drop.
Well, it's back to 3 points now. Kāhu's biggest lead, rather the Hoiho's biggest lead has been 7 in this first quarter.
Has that size mismatch. That's a flop order.
And it's 2 points, that's for sure.
That's Simmons and Matharu, who were getting into it a little bit ago. Matharu doesn't have the size to hold Simmons down low with that block.
Mansfield.
Oh, dime. Good extra pass.
Matharu putting up the 3. Rebounded by Rynell, but there's Edwards again, and the outlet was super fast. Here's Simmons. 2 more there for the Hoiho.
Well, poor transition defense. A lot of Hoiho in on the offensive glass, but nobody getting back. And Simmons, the recipient after the dart, makes a nice assist.
4 points now for Simmons. She can get hot. So watch out. Here's Rynell. Nice mid-range jumper for her.
That mid-range is butter. Just spread it on the roll. Nice find there. Rynell carrying the offensive load right now for a Kāhu side.
Dart. Ooh, that's a tasty little basket, speaking of butter.
They've really got a nice 1-2 punch at the point guard this year with Dart and Bradley. Multiple options out there to be ball handlers. Dart aggressive, a bit more aggressive offensively as well.
Roberts.
Ball's getting a little sticky for the Kāhu. I think they just need to move it a little bit more quickly, not getting a lot out of these all balls.
4 on the shot clock here for Jasmine Roberts.
No foul, a lot of contact.
And loose ball, Jacobs and Rynell.
Well, that's unfortunate for Haley Rynell. She was chasing that ball, but Jacobs got to the basketball first. Look at this hustle. Rynell chasing it down. Oh, we don't see it. That's Roberts. Thinking she got contact on that foul.
It's going to go against Rynell that time. So more free throws coming up this time for Claire Jacobs from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Well, this isn't the timeout. Officials got to get these guys back onto the court.
Simmons and Edwards have 6 points each. Rynell leading the way for the Kāhu with 8. Jacobs 1 from 2 from that visit. 7 free throws already for the Southern Hoiho. And there's Roberts getting rid of Jacobs that time.
A poor timed gamble by Jacobs opens up that. The rotation doesn't come, and just what the Kāhu needs. But back the other way they come.
Lovely pass from Gallagher.
What a screen by Simmons, opening that up for Dart. Dart moving really well without the basketball.
Beautifully executed again by the Southern Hoiho.
Dart, nice D as well. Mansfield, a lot of contact on that finish, but that call is not coming your way today.
Look at the pace of the pass again, and 2 more. It's almost too easy there for Simmons, who's got 8 points.
Mansfield gets knocked down to the ground, and nobody steps up in the transition defense to help her out.
Well, that 3-point lead for the Hoiho is now blown out to 10, and it could be even more.
And the pedal is to the metal. And Hoiho continue to run.
And it's so well to get that lead back to 3. Jacobs. And there's a foul by Schroeder, and that's going to be 2 more from the Chemist Warehouse stripe coming up for the Hoiho.
Well, if I'm the Kāhu, I'm a little disappointed because this is not the same whistle that we're getting on the other end. That is very similar to the last couple of shots that we've seen the Kāhu take, that movement in, that contact, closing the gap. You know, if it's a foul, it's a foul. But right now, Jody Cameron saying, let's give us that call both ways. We need this one both ways. I think they just quick timeout here to see who that foul was on. Just need to confirm. We've got a player with earrings out there. Back into the action, the earrings off.
Jacobs. There's Claire Jacobs with that free throw again. And she moves to 4 points in the game.
Abby Curtin, I like this sub. Get a little energy in. Abby Curtin in the game now.
A bit of physicality. Kāhu needs something. There goes Rynell.
Oh,
she is going to play all day.
Well, she's such an aggressive player. Love watching the work rate and the finishing right now. Kāhu need.
Busy for 3.
Langton hustling that.
Good pass back to Pizzy. Now Gallagher rolling away again.
Illegal screen called on Pizzy.
It was. Maybe that little chat Jody Cameron just had to the referees has paid a bit of dividend already.
This is why you talk to him. Not a lot in that one, I'll tell you what. But the Kāhu will not look into that call poorly. They are happy to have it. 6 seconds left. What do they do with it?
Mansfield's got to do something.
Too late. Not going to get a shot off.
Now the prayer is there.
Oh,
it's in!
Never mind. Just like they planned it. Look at that one. As we finish off that first quarter, the Hoiho up 28-22 after the fantastic three-point finish.
Hey, TikTokers, nice to have you along.
TikTokers?
Yeah.
TikTok.
Are you a TikToker?
I'm occasionally on the tiki-taki. But what up, chat? How are we doing today? If you are watching us on Sky Sport New Zealand's TikTok today, thank you and welcome. You'll get a little behind-the-scenes look that they're not getting on the broadcast. Toss any questions you got in the chat, and we will be happy to answer. You got Glenn Larmer over here, myself, Casey Frank, and we hear a lot of talk about the Broncos and the Warriors Cup. Well, we're not talking about right now, so...
That can wait till later tonight, right?
And for Roadrunner in Otago, the Southern team are not the horses. It's not the Hoiho horses. It's the Southern-eyed Hoiho, the penguin.
Yeah, that's right.
So there you go.
Exactly. Now, what are you made of that? I mean, the thing heading for me into that second quarter is whether the Hoiho can keep this thing going.
Well, I think the pace is important if they keep up that pace. But I think a lot of the work's being done by the Kāhu's poor defense. If they stop fouling, I think the Hoiho offense comes back to the ground a little bit. That 3 at the end of the quarter, huge for momentum. Kāhu might be feeling a little bit better themselves, even though they didn't play great. They're still right in it.
They're only 6 down, aren't they? 28-22. So, yeah, fire your questions. Now, we got 2 more chats coming out at halftime, right?
We'll be here at all the quarter breaks and a couple at halftime as well. So get those questions, think about them, and make sure you keep chatting on the chat.
Hey, someone likes Jesse Edwards. That's cool. Nice, you got some. Yeah.
Catch you later, chat.
Yeah.
The last free throws we had down here, we ran with 1 shot, it should have been 2. So we're going to start with 1 shot, it's not a technical foul.
Okay. All right. Coming up to the second quarter here of the Kāhu Hoiho game. It is 28-22, 6-point advantage for the Hoiho. Now, there was a technical problem just towards the end of that first quarter where only 1 free throw was given to Claire Jacobs, so she's going to have another one here.
Yeah, confuse everybody. The 1 shot, so this is not a technical. This is correctable error by the officials. Great job chatting it through with the bench and with everyone else. They only had 2 free throws, so there is the second.
So does that make the quarter time score 29-22 now?
I mean, technically, yeah.
Yeah.
It goes back, that is where that free throw technically occurred.
So 7-point lead heading into the second quarter.
Well, nice catch there. I'm sure by the Hoiho coaching staff first. And then, of course, the score bench and the officiating.
Now look who's back on court. It's Talia Tupaia on 2 fouls.
Hey, I don't have a problem with that. She's, an all-league type player, former MVP. She can certainly play with 2 fouls.
Mansfield working off right now. Mansfield from deep. And look at that from Lauren Mansfield.
Well, she leads the league in assists after 12 in her opening game, but she's showing she's got a nose for the bucket as well. Just shreds dart there, and Jacobs there steps on the sideline as she gets that catch. Paige Bradley will check in for her, but back-to-back triples have the Kāhu down just 4 points.
Well, they were down by 12 at one point. Might be a bit of luck, bit of fortune. A couple other reasons as well, but they all count, don't they? Now, Rynell left. Well, There she goes again. She's got that outside shot.
Well, just a lot more freedom offensively this time around for Haley Reinell. She was more of a finisher a season ago, but they're looking at her as an initiator here with the Kāhu in her second season in the league.
Exactly, she's having a great impact on this Kāhu early. Now Bradley, beautiful bounce pass into Pizzy. 2 more for the Hoiho.
Paige Bradley runs that pick and roll to perfection. Pizzy does such a nice job of setting the screen and cutting hard to the cup. Roberts gets a whistle on Dart. And that was one they're happy to have because Lil Dart has been harassing these ball handlers. Maybe that gives the Kāhu squad a little bit more freedom bringing the ball up the court.
Here's Roberts. She dropped that 3 right on the buzzer. Roberts working off right now. Can't get the pick and roll going as Mansfield. Now she's fouled beyond the 3-point line right there.
Well, I thought she missed most of the contact. A little bit of body low, but Bradley gets whistled for it. And so that's going to be Mansfield heading off for 3 at the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Gives you a little bit of time to order a pizza from Sal's. $35 for that large pepperoni. The online code is basketball2025, or use that QR code to get the hottest deal for the best Sal's pizzas.
Paige Bradley just clarifying, making a point, as senior players always do.
Always good to have a conversation. Understand what the officials are looking at. Understand what you're feeling yourself as a player.
Mansfield from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Good job. 3 out of 3 for her. And while it's tight all of a sudden now, only a 1-point game.
Restricted players tap out. Roberts goes to the bench.
Tharu back in there. Here's Bradley to Gallagher. Marked by Tupaya. Here's Pizzy. Bradley. It's Gallagher from long range. Reinell's got the rebound. Ooh, a little frustration foul from Dart. Now, these fouls are mounting up on the Hoiho all of a sudden.
Well, these are the same contact that the Kāhu were getting called for in the first half, and I think the officials...
Is there something going on at that end of the court, Casey?
Well, there is right now. A couple of whistles. Dart back to the bench. Jacobs checks in, and we got ourselves a ball game. The Kāhu have been more disciplined defensively. They're not getting those cheap fouls. Now the Hoiho are getting those same cheap fouls. And they're clinging on to this 1-point lead as the Kāhu are charging.
Dart on 2 fouls now. Paige Bradley and Tupaya both out there on 2 fouls each.
Good defense by Jacobs to get through that.
Oh, technical foul on Talia Tupaya there.
She's got a short leash. These officials gave her a warning earlier today. She is feeling certainly hard done by them. The unfortunate thing about that technical is that's the 3rd personal as well. Counts as both. So they're going to have to check her out. Frustrating, saying, asking for that whistle, asking for that foul, saying there's contact. I mean, there's a lot of contact there. But we do, this is a league that has a higher level of physicality than most. It's the Kiwi way. There's a lot of rugby down here. The officials don't mind a little bit of fun off the ball.
The thing is, you don't want rugby on the basketball court, though, right?
I don't mind a little bit of it. It's good fun. A little tussle.
Oh, whatever. Tupaya's only been on court for 3 minutes 56 seconds in this game, and she's out of the game again on 3 fouls. Beautiful pass, but the shot clock is done.
Hey, that was well dissected in that case, but the short shot clock after the technical foul, possession retained by the Kāhu, ends that possession a little short.
Really challenges for both coaches here. So.
How about young Schroeder on the court now?
Yeah.
Getting her opportunity at big minutes, and gets Paige Bradley going to be well tested in this matchup.
Yeah, she didn't play at all in the first game against the Puakai. Edwards. Gallagher with 7 on the shot clock here. Oh, what a pass. Edwards just couldn't gather. Almost made something from nothing there, and there's Pizzy not getting the ball back.
It's a small line outside of Curtin, lineup outside of Curtin and Reinell for the Kāhu, and they're going to have to rebound as a collective every time, or they're going to get smashed in the glass.
Tharu, nice rotation out to Mansfield.
That's that. Well, I thought that was good.
Right now, a lovely little tip to Matharu, but there's Gallagher.
That's going to be a jump ball. Going to go the way of the Hoiho.
Pretty gutsy play by the Kāhu there.
Good attacks, lucky energy.
I like this for Todd Marshall too, putting Edwards and Pizzi on court together.
Yeah, it's a big lineup. And look, not just Edwards and Pizzi, but Jacobs is a big forward as well. So Gallagher, we know how Sammy likes to rebound, so look for the Hoiho really to get on the glass here.
Tipped out of court by Rynell with 14 on the shot clock.
If I'm one of these Hoiho players right now, I am attacking the offensive glass. Good D there by Rynell. Possession stays.
Schroeder's going to check out, and here comes number 7, Keija Mirinaurangi.
Mirinaurangi played excellently in the Rapid League, and I heard the instructions from Coach Cameron there. She's saying get into it. You're going to get the shot, shoot that ball up.
Once a Cameron, always a Cameron, right? Here's a rebound from Pizzi.
Yeah, there it is. It's just tough right now on the glass. Pizzi goes around Rynell that time. And the offensive rebounding opportunities right now for the Hoiho are starting to add up. Their 7th offensive rebound on 9 misses. Look at that, sorry, 10 misses now, but 70% offensive rebound rate. If the Kāhu cannot find ways to combat this attack off the Windex, it's going to be a long night afternoon.
Big Pizzi with 4 points now as the Kāhu trail by 4. Still right there. They've fought back from a 12-point deficit in this game. And they've done it without Tauihi as well. Here's Roberts. Shot clock down to single numbers again here for Jasmine Roberts, but that opened up.
Well, one-on-one basketball, she just explores with the dribble, goes around Rynell a couple of times and finds that space. Nice finish.
Bradley, beautifully tight pass into Pizzi again.
But the defense is just getting dissected. Might as well be a frog in 7th grade science class. They're getting sliced up left and right. Nice pass by Bradley there.
Don't want to look inside the frog. Mirinaurangi over to Rynell for 3, but that's blocked by Edwards.
The length of Edwards and being drawn out onto the perimeter, doing the job defensively.
Bradley, good push out to Gallagher. Now Pizzi. Jacobs for 3. And it goes from Claire Jacobs.
That's fast offense. She didn't hesitate on that catch and shoot. There was a point not too long ago. Suddenly it's 7 after back-to-back buckets for the Hoiho.
Curtin now. Good switching D there from Gallagher and Pizzi. Here comes Bradley.
Offensively, that ball needs to get through hands for the Kāhu, not making this defense work enough.
Gallagher. Seen that play down through the years, and there is...
That's a block on the pass.
Yeah.
It's going to be a foul on Curtin. Trying to move over, take that charge. 3rd team foul on the Kāhu there. That's 3 fouls on the Kāhu and on the Hoiho in the quarter now.
10 personal fouls, 11 personal fouls in the game for the Kāhu. Bradley. Bradley's still out there on 2 fouls. Remember, she fouled out in the first game against the Pauakai. Oh, how about that little finger roll?
With the scoop, the ice cream woman cometh. Nice job attacking the defense and finding a way. 9 points to lead now. Kāhu crowd is getting quiet.
Indeed it is. They need to stop this run here. Roberts, no foul there. Jody Cameron convinced there was one there as Roberts can't find a way to get 2 points.
Well, Edwards is playing with great physicality on the wing and is really impacting the game on this end. And on this end as well.
Ooh, that looked good off the hand, but Edwards with the offensive rebound has got another foul.
Well, with Rynell on the bench, I mean, the Kāhu really do not have a rebounding presence. Tuolave is their tallest player, but still developing in the strength areas and giving up a lot of inches to Pizzi and Edwards on the front line. Every single Kāhu has to come back. We getting on those rebounds. And if I'm Coach Jody Cameron, I'm telling him, hey, I want 2 bodies on Edwards, I want 2 bodies on Pizzi. We cannot let them keep getting these offensive rebounds.
Jessie Edwards with 7 points now. She's perfect from the free throw line in this game from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
It's offensive rebound number 8 there for the Hoiho. Making number 9.
Simmons with that one. Simmons trying to find a
tough.
way.
Oh, that's tough. The footwork taking you middle. Never mind, we're going the other way. Roberts attacking on the other end.
10 points now for Simmons. They got to get Rydell back out there, surely. Mansfield.
Right now with the 2 fouls, might be resting her a bit, as is Mansfield, but she's back out there.
Mansfield can't roll that one in. That's Claire Jacobs with the rebound.
Hoiho are looking determined at the moment.
Bradley pushing again. No foul as Edwards tries to get it up there over Roberts, rather.
The picture there just shows you what this game is about. Edwards just has so much size. Good box out, good effort by Roberts.
And Jody Cameron wisely calls a timeout to try and have a corridor and chat things over with this game getting away from the Kāhu again. It's a 12-point game for the Southern Hoiho. Claire Jacobs has 9 points, Simmons 8, Edwards 7.
Well, and where things are getting tricky for the Kāhu right now are with Talia Tupaia in that deep foul trouble. That's impacting the rule where they're sending these young Kiwi girls onto the court right now, or playing against seasoned pros, and because at all times there has to be at least one Kiwi on the court. Tupaia right now, she's not able to be that Kiwi, so we're looking back at Schroeder. We've seen some other ones there, but they're going to have to stand up to this physical attack of the Hoiho, because they are playing determined, playing great basketball, and looking like they are focused on grabbing their first win of the season.
Well, a lot of work to do here. Kāhu and Hoiho, but they've done it before. They've come back from a 12-point deficit in this game, got it all the way back to 3 again.
It takes a lot of energy to do that. The more times you do it, the more energy it takes. So that first time you can do it, that second time around, it's a little tougher to go up that mountain. You certainly don't want to have to come back from something like that 3 times. But the Hoiho feeling very good about where their team is right now.
And they've gone back to their starting 5. Todd Marshall's got their starting 5 back out there for this last 4.5 minutes of the second quarter. And Rynell back out there too. She's only on 1 foul. She's the leading scorer in the game with 12 points, 3 rebounds as well. Kāhu need her scoring threat.
Need some penetration from somewhere. Very perimeter oriented right now.
Schroeder. Maybe should have put the shot up there. Here's Jasmine Roberts. And it's rebounded again. Another stop for the Hoiho.
Not a lot of second chance opportunities for the Kāhu. Just 4 on the day.
Bradley. Simmons lost that one out of court, it looked like. It's Kāhu possession.
I like the way that the Hoiho are moving without the basketball. A lot of cuts on these penetrations. They're not leaving that ball handler out to dry. Giving them options.
Well, they've rolled their sleeves up today. Have the Hoiho. And remember, they haven't won a game in this league for a long time.
Going back to last season.
Oh, yeah, and they ended last season with a terrible run, wasn't it? Mansfield.
Need that. Don't get it, but good back rebound there by Mansfield.
Mansfield getting it on the weak side. Early ball into Curtin. That's a nice basket there. Curtin put up the 3 and took position up in the key.
Well, she's a premier shooter in that mid-range on that catch and shoot. The defense, if it's not up tight, she's going to let it fly. She knocks that much-needed bucket down there. Oh, Jacobs in the post. She's got the youngster on her.
Yeah, and only 1 winner out of that one.
Too easily recognized, but where's the help? Some of those Kāhu teammates have to understand that's a 17-year-old or 18-year-old young lady against the seasoned pro, giving up a lot of size. Oh, that's tough.
Mansfield. Ooh.
Yeah, loose ball foul. I like that call. Mansfield had the line to it, and Jacobs, playing with a lot of physicality, just goes through to get that rebound. Kāhu finally getting that whistle. Both teams going to be in the bonus from here on out.
Oh, that's Claire Jacobs' first foul. So Mansfield now to inbound it. Quick shot from Curtin.
Oh, that's all over the arm. Doesn't matter. Nice read by Curtin. That was a back screen. That was for the back cut under the basket. Richards jumps the screen early, so she just pops the other way for the easy jumper.
4 points for Abby Curtin. Here's Simmons. Doesn't roll it in this time as Mansfield picks up the ball.
Love that rebound from the point guard. She gets back and then kicks it ahead to Curtin for another opportunity with the move.
And the foul from Simmons.
Love that early run. Love that effort. Take another look out. Curtin hitting it on the out of bounds play a moment ago. She backs it up with an effort on transition, running down the court and posts up well. Doesn't run all the way to the cup, but gets to a spot where she can get that catch and does a really nice job with the footwork and the shot fake. And then hits the jimmy from the free throw line to the appreciation of one fan.
Simmons checks out of the game. Onto the bench he goes on 2 fouls now. She's got 10 points. She's shooting the ball well again. She's just rolling on from where that second half against the Fire the other night.
Foul trouble for the Kāhu, Matharu and Tupaya. 2 for Matharu and 3 for Tupaya. Nobody else in trouble.
Edwards, there's the cut there from Jacobs, but for once the pass doesn't stick.
You know, once again, moving without the basketball, but a tighter defense, both on the ball and on that cutter. Made it a more difficult play to complete.
Roberts. All those long arms of Jesse Edwards almost got in the way there of Rynell. Schroeder. Nice play from Schroeder.
And Jacobs picks up a second foul there. Schroeder aggressively looks to straight to the cup. Mentioned earlier, maybe look at shooting that jump shot. Well, she likes to get back to the left hand. Attacks to her preferred left. The kiss off the glass. Just sneaks it in from the side there. We've got a timeout.
Yeah, Todd Marshall just feeling that bit of momentum was creeping into the Kāhu. Nice play by Schroeder though. She's only 18. She's still at high school at Westlake Girls. And it's just come off like a 4-time National Secondary Schools Championship.
Yeah, that's right.
Pretty amazing.
4 championships for Westlake. She was there for all 4 of them. That is impressive. Wow. That can only be equal. I don't think it can be top. I don't think you're going to top that one.
Yeah, amazing effort. There's the Kāhu. They're down by 12, and now they're down by 7. 2:16 to play. What do you reckon Marshall here? Todd Marshall's trying to impress on his team here.
How do we get in this game? How do we get the big lead? By dominating the glass, taking away penetration. Right now, the Kāhu are not shooting the ball great from deep. They're 4 for 14 from behind the arc. So what do we have to defend as a team? Those penetrations. Let's really get in there, take away those lanes, and certainly take away any second chance opportunities. And then on this end, keep doing what we're doing. We're getting good looks, but stay on the offensive glass. For the Kāhu, with those lineups, it's all about movement. Got to be faster. From Jody Cameron, I'm saying, swing that ball from side to side, get it through hands. Make these bigger players move those feet and attack them on those closeouts so we continue to get effort in those penetrating areas.
Jacobs leading the way in the game for the Hoiho with 11, Simmons with 10, and Rynell still leading for the Kāhu with 12 points. Now here is Schroeder completing the 3-point play. Can't do so from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Edwards just salvages it. And Paiwai out there had a fantastic rapid league game earlier. It's her first taste of action in this one. Here's Langton. Zoe Edwards giving it to Alana Paiwai. Edwards now getting aggressive. Lovely pass into Richards, and she lays it in for 2 points. She's got 4 in the game.
Really good patience offensively, just took what they gave him, and Zoe Richards then at the end with the footwork to get the finish with the left.
Hoiho back out by 9 points.
Roberts would love to see one of those fall down. That's going to be a foul on Mansfield, and that's the Kāhu's 5th personal.
Yeah, Paiwai's just got a knack, doesn't she? Some places get into the right position. Paiwai seems to be one of those players. Second foul of the game for Mansfield.
And now Paiwai has a chance to stretch this lead back to double figures.
Can't get the first from the Chemist Warehouse strike. Alana Paiwai with the Queens last year. Moving south for a bit more court time, gets the second. Back to 10, back to double digits with just over 90 left in this first half. Mansfield, Rynell. Nice strong finish from Hayley Rynell.
And the patience doesn't force it up, takes a bit of time against some taller players. to find that angle, keep it to an 8-point deficit.
Rynell's got 14 in the game now. Gallagher. Edwards. Seen that move before. This time doesn't pay off. Well defended. No foul this time. Curtin's got it.
And Rynell runs the lane after running it the other way, but can't get the ball. Mansfield pushing that pace, just needs to be a little bit more judicious with that pass. And we saw it developing, but had to fire it through because of the effort of length to get back into the passing lane. But Rynell on the box out defensively, she's going to have to continue to work to this level because the size of the Hoiho is not going away anytime soon.
Richards loses at midcourt, and Schroeder fouled by Paiwai.
Fouled by Paiwai, gets the wedgie. How are we going to get that ball? Oh, look at Rynell showing the hops. There it is in there. A lot of body there. Good attack by Paiwai, taking away the bucket. What you didn't see when we went to that replay was Rynell getting up on the rim, knocking that out. Should be athlete.
Easy. Easy. Here is McKay Schroeder again. Very good high jumper too, Westlake Hill. She's the school record holder for the high jump. Don't know how high she's jumped, but you'd think that'd be useful in basketball too.
You know, it's not. There's some correlating skills there, I would say.
Schroeder there with a couple more free throws inside the last minute.
I haven't seen that BNZ player timeout yet, but I think they're going to come into play here as both teams tighten the D.
Yeah, look for that good opportunity. Langton's lost it.
A good hustle, get back into it, but it stays in the Kāhu.
Mansfield pushing it. Schroeder's got space here. High off the glass. Rynell can't get the rebound. Langton has lost it out of court, and it's going to be Kāhu possession.
Oh, it should be Kāhu. There's no way that went off the Hoiho. That's going to have to stay here, and we have a good chat there. Michael Graham catches up with Brad Clive on the baseline. Let's talk about what they saw. Now back to 14 on the shot clock.
Mansfield to inbound it. Right now with a quick three.
Good challenge by Edwards. Made that a tougher shot than it was initially.
So it was about a second differential here, Casey.
And that's free throws. Abby Curtin couldn't move the feet fast enough. So back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe we go. And the Hoiho have been spending a fair amount of time. This will be attempts 20 and 21.
Incredible. They're going at 73%.
And that's going to keep you in the lead. And that was my key coming in the second quarter. Can the Kāhus find a way to limit the fouls? Curtin heads to the bench.
Zoe Richards.
Well, it's the second personal on Curtin. Don't want her to pick up a third here in the first half.
Zoe Richards 2 from 5 at the Chemist Warehouse stripe now. Lead back to 7 as the Hoiho crack 50.
Let's see if they don't call BNZ player timeout when this cracks 14 seconds. They do not. They're going to stay with it.
Mansfield. Rynell sets that screen up high. Mansfield takes the three. It's not going to happen. So half a second left. Looks like they're going to reset it to 1 second.
Give it 1 second. There's enough time for that to happen, especially since they have a BNZ player timeout here, so they're going to move back up to the front court.
There it is, called by Zoe Richards. Well, we saw that buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter from Jasmine Roberts.
We certainly did. There was an amazing shot to finish the first quarter. Can we have a little bit more magic like that? Thanks to the BNZ player timeout. Use that QR code now if you want to get your tickets to the big game. 5,000 tickets being given away all season long. See if you're a chance to win.
Gallagher going to inbound it here. Langton's going to put up the triple. And she just misses there, Eva Langton. But still, it's been a very good half of basketball here for the Southern Hoiho as they lead by 7. 50-43. Hasn't quite been as big a margin as it was earlier. Of course, got out to 12 points at one stage, but it's still been an excellent half of basketball as the Hoiho take a 50-43 lead. Let's throw it down to Casey.
got it in the second half? What was going right there?
Honestly, we just got to play some defense. I feel like there's too many breakdowns right now. We got to clean that up so that we can get out and push.
And on the defensive glass, a lot of second chances for the Hoiho. They're giving up a lot of size. What can the Kāhu do to slow down that those opportunities?
Yeah, we got a team rebound. We've all got to be in there. Obviously, we give up a bit of height, a bit of size, so we've all got to be in the paint and fight for the boards.
Appreciate the time. Good luck in the second half. And now we have Taylor Simmons coming over here. Really good offensive half for the Hoiho, pushing the pace and finding opportunity in transition. Is that the game plan, or is that just how it's happening?
Yeah, we look great when we push it. We're getting the ball through hands. We're playing our style of game, and yeah, we're just going to do it second half again.
And doing a nice job of recognizing those mismatches, especially attacking the offensive glass. A big physical advantage. Are you going to continue press out in the second half?
Yeah, exactly.
I appreciate the time, Taylor. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, short and sweet there from Taylor Simmons. Sounds like Casey Frank should be a coach as we head into the second half. 50-43. It's the Hoiho in front by 7. Todd, I just said you should be a coach, Casey, because your analysis with Taylor there was just spot on.
Yeah,
she had nothing to say.
I got to give him somewhere to go next time. Should be tossing the third question, but unlike hearing I'm right, it doesn't happen very often. But Taylor Simmons playing fantastically out there. Talking to the chat here on TikTok Live. We've got a lot of people joining. If you have any questions to shout our way, let us know. But really impressive by the Hoiho. I think coming out very determined and have impacted the game with their game plan, exactly how they've drawn it up, and it's having a great effect today in this afternoon's game.
Yeah, 100%. But there's still, it's not a comfortable margin at halftime. It's 7. But if you're Jody Cameron, when do you roll the dice on Talia Tupai? When do you get back her in?
Well, you have to immediately.
Yeah.
I just feel like her impact is, she's a very unique player for this Kāhu team. I don't think they have another ball-in-hand scorer to her ability. And they're going to have to find a way to get her involved while she's still just holding back some of that emotion that she's playing with right now. She's going to have to just be a little bit tighter on that needle. But with your great players, playing with 3 fouls.
Yeah.
You got to trust. You got to trust the best players you have.
Yeah, she's only been on court for 3 minutes and 56 seconds.
And considering that
in the game,
not bad to only be down 7 points because you're without probably your lead scorer. And someone who can impact the game in multiple ways.
I've been, we did wonder at the end of the first quarter, didn't we, about that Hoiho bench, whether it was going to be up to continuing that style of play that Todd Marshall got his team playing. But I think they've done a pretty good job.
Hey, 20 minutes is good.
Yeah.
The thing about basketball is it's 40 minutes.
Exactly. Can they do it now?
The first 20 perfect, and now the second 20, this is when the legs get carried. This is their second game in 48 hours. Right now, you can see they're determined. Can they finish it? We'll see.
I love a couple of people there, man.
Somebody likes the haircut.
They are coming.
They are coming.
My haircut or your haircut?
I think it does say Casey.
Yeah.
Thanks, Razo. It's been a while.
Not my
5 years. 5 years, Razo. I finally cut it.
5 years?
Yeah.
When did you get it cut?
I got it from my man Jay at room 104.
When?
Tuesday.
What was it like? What does it feel like after having all that here?
Lighter and not as hot.
Yeah, I wish I had that problem, man. I wish I had that problem.
Well, speaking of problems, we got one. We got to go back to the action, but we will be back for a second wake during this. Think of some questions if you got any, and then we'll be back in the third quarter as well. Catch you soon, TikTok chat.
Well, it's halftime here at Eventfinda Stadium on the North Shore, and it is 50-43. It's a 7-point game for the Southern Hoiho. We need to go back and actually find out. This is what I might do during the next break, Casey. When did they last win a game in Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa? I'm going to do some research.
Yeah, they definitely had a few wins, but they finished
3 last year, I think. 3 last year.
They ain't worried about last year, Glenn. They're worried about today because they got the 7-point lead, 50 points at the half. Playing with great efficiency offensively. They're shooting 53% from the field, being led by Jacobs. She's got 11. Simmons not too far behind with 10 points. Great effort by her as well. Edwards and Pizzi doing the job all up front, and Dart off the bench. Rynell has been carrying the offense. Mansfield probably scoring the ball a little bit more than she'd like to. She likes to dish that thing out. Look at the rebounds. Jessie Edwards, 8 of them. She is close to a double today. She can get those points as well. Right now, doing what she can on the other end. Overall, it's a 32-15 rebound advantage for the Hoiho. I said 32-15 at halftime, Glenn. That is crazy.
It is.
Mansfield, 7 assists in the first half. Average 12 coming into this one, already at 7. Well, that is mighty impressive. Not a lot of steals overall, just 3 for the Kāhu in the game. And just the 1 block there. You see the steals, Mansfield, Schroeder, and Roberts, 1 apiece. And a single block in this one. That one was Edwards on right now on a 3-point shot.
So it's a fascinating setup to the second half, isn't it? It's the Hoiho up by 50-43. We'll have that second half for you shortly.
Got somebody famous on the court.
Yeah,
right
Lisa
now.
Carrington. Of course, she bought Shears, didn't she? She bought into the Kāhu recently.
Yeah, she's one of the all-female ownership group that we have. Nothing but women in charge of the Kāhu, from management across. And so giving away some stuff, but a great atmosphere here on the North Shore of Tamaki Makaurau. If you do have a chance to bring the family, get out to a game, have a good time. I've actually got my kids at the game, but I don't have to deal with them right now, so good luck, Mom.
I think she's doing a fine job.
Well, looking towards this second half, for me, it's all about that pace with which the Hoiho are playing. If they can continue to do that and dominate the glass, and they are dominating the glass, 32-15, it is a ridiculous advantage. Really, with that discrepancy, I'm surprised the Kāhu are as close as they are right now.
Do you think there might be a bit of an advantage as these teams shake down early and get used to playing with each other, that extra game that the Hoiho have played maybe coming into play here?
Yeah, I mean, when you're a little bit more battle-tested, especially for a team who hasn't had a lot of time together, that court time is so important. You know, and to have that second one, you know, the Kāhu, they haven't been together for that much longer, and so they could use a little bit of time as well. And right now, I mean, the Kāhu probably looking like the more tired team.
Yeah.
After that first half, it looks like they were the ones who had a game a couple of days ago.
Well, exactly. I'm fascinated to see how Talia Tupai is going to go in this third quarter.
Yeah.
She's going to be really interesting.
I'll tell you what she's not enjoying is the officiating. I can say that in the TikTok chat. I can't say that live on broadcast. But, man, she is not liking those calls. Thinks a couple more going the other way, I think, would do the Kāhu psyche some good, to feel like they're not getting hard done by.
I don't know if that's going to happen, though. That's really up to her, though, isn't it, at the end of the day?
Yeah, somebody did not like that third foul. That's somebody giving the Talia chats in a foreign language, which I don't speak, but we're not going to talk that one. But 3 minutes into we tip off the second half here. Can the Kāhu match the energy and enthusiasm of a Hoiho squad that is keen on getting its first win?
Another player we haven't talked about too much is Rynell.
She's everywhere, man.
Yeah.
She's I love her game. I love the effort. And showing great leadership out there, too. She's out here talking to these young kids for the Kāhu, showing them what it takes to be a pro. And she is absolutely a pro right now, leading from the front.
She's an absolute star. I think she's thriving on getting a bit more responsibility, being up and getting a different role in the Kāhu.
I'll tell you what players like to do. Shoot the ball. Oh, I get to come here and shoot the ball? Oh, that sounds great.
Thanks for joining us on TikTok, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Not too far away from the start in the second half here between the Hoiho and the Kāhu. Hope you join the game on your Sunday afternoon. 7-point lead for the Hoiho.
Well,
they've held the lead from the start of the game.
Yeah, a few stats that are really sticking out to me looking at them at halftime. The assists, 11 assists on 17 buckets for the Hoiho, 12 assists on 16 buckets for the Kāhu. That means nobody's creating anything for themselves right now. You know, it has to be created by somebody else. So can either team force the opposition into one-on-one basketball, just attacking off the dribble? Secondly, the shooting. The Hoiho, just 10% from three. They came into this game leading the league in three-point percentage.
Yeah.
But right now from the Kāhu, I'm saying, wait, maybe those legs aren't there. They're getting us on the glass. Should we just pack the paint a little bit more? Challenge maybe anybody other than Jacobs to shoot a three, and so we get a little bit more help on the glass. But that #1 stat, 32-15 on the boards right now. I mean, that has kept the possession game even because the Hoiho do have 9 turnovers compared to the Kāhu too. That is why they're still in the lead, because of that work on the offensive glass especially. And hasn't changed opinions a whole much. 92% for the Kāhu, only 8% for the Hoiho.
I can't believe that.
Must be watching a different game than me, Glenn.
No, they are. Well, yeah, they are. That is going to square up.
That is what the good health poll says. Not good health for your betting account if that's where you're going right now. I don't know if it's going to work out.
Well, the Hoiho have looked at times okay against the Phi the other nights.
Tauihi checking in right away.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coach Jody Cameron trusting the former MVP a few seasons ago. Yeah. The thing about Tauihi's game that she has to be careful with is she's extremely physical offensively too, so she can't lose that mindset that she plays with, but she's going to have to ensure that she doesn't pick up foul number 4 on an offensive foul. You can keep your hands out of the cookie jar defensively. Offensively, you're just normally playing the way you want to play. For the Hoiho, starting the same way they started the game, and look for them to continue to attack the glass with Jacobs, Richards, Edwards, and Simmons, and Paige Bradley running that show.
Well, both teams have gone back to their starting 5s for this third quarter. As we get it on, here's Paige Bradley with the possession. Jacob straight away into Edwards, who's been fouled there by Rynell. Awkward fall there for Jessie Edwards. Looks like she's okay though.
Well, doesn't bode well for the Kāhu. Want to stay out of foul trouble. Get a cheap one to start.
Second foul of the game for Rynell. Yeah, they look really awkward though for Edwards. Thankfully, she's all right for Hoiho fans. And it rattles for Jessie Edwards. She's got 8 points in the game. Exactly half her points of free throws from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Oh, Dyson. Oh, that is not going to be a good matchup for Zoe Richards. Matharu has to look to continue to press that off the dribble if that's the way the Hoiho are going to stay.
Yeah, Matharu, very impressive little finish there. 4 points for her. There's Edwards. Those long arms are working a treat again.
And that's a really good play design. Rynell has to help. She's taken out of the box out on Edwards. And you see Mansfield try and give a go, but she just does not have the size.
Matharu to Paya.
If I'm the Kāhu, I'm attacking off Matharu. That's a tough matchup with Zoe Richards. And Tupaya went to the ground, foul on Simmons.
Yeah, off the ball that one. Tupaya does not look impressed, even though the foul didn't go on her that time.
Well, Simmons, she's extremely physical off the ball. You saw her get into a bit of an altercation earlier. She's going to continue to play with that physicality. Gets a steal there. Oh, stays. That's a kick on the Kāhu is what the call is. Ball stays with the Hoiho. Just having a chat about the scoreboard, I think.
Yeah.
Trying to suss it out. Just a little discrepancy on something. Well, Simmons, just looking up at the scoreboard, that was Taylor Simmons' 3rd foul a couple of plays ago.
That's right.
I'm a little bit surprised they're leaving her out there.
Yep.
But she has had a big impact in the game, one of the 2 double-figure scores for the Hoiho.
Got her hands on the ball now, Simmons. Nice move, nice move.
And just too big for these wing players. Roberts just does not have the size. Matharu, when she gets matched up on her, too small to stop that back down game.
Here's Matharu.
That's got to be a foul there. There's a whistle. That's Jacobs' 3rd.
Well, a few of these starters now getting into foul trouble, which adds an extra dimension to the game.
And that's going to affect the Hoiho. They're leaving Claire Jacobs in for now. I'm also a little surprised. That's Simmons and Jacobs both sitting on 3 personals. If I'm Tauihi, I'm attacking Jacobs off the dribble.
Well, Bradley's got a couple of fouls as well. Now here's Mansfield for 3. Away with that one, and it's picked up by Zoe Richards, and another foul. This time Matharu's picked one up.
Well, the folly of youth, unfortunately, for Matharu there. The first-year pro picks up her third personal foul. Just chasing the ball. You love the effort, but you got to use the head as well and understand when you don't have a chance at the ball.
I tell you, these 2 coaches are getting headaches at the moment.
Great D right now.
Right now, the kick-out pass to Roberts.
What can she do with it?
Can't score as it's Simmons with the rebound.
Jacobs with a little bit of a hick check. Doesn't get the whistle. Fortunate not to pick up number 4.
Well, that wouldn't be good for the Hoiho. Here's Simmons.
Oh, she's wide open.
Jacobs, and she takes the 3.
Just a miscommunication defensively by the Kāhu. Nobody knew where the best shooter on the court was. And that is not the Coach Jody Cameron is beside herself on the sideline.
13-point lead is the biggest lead in the game now as Rynell can't convert.
Oh, a lot of contact. Not whistled. Edwards.
Well, she got away with it. Pass over to Jacobs. Well, it was a 50-50 ball. And in the end, Richards has got the offensive rebound.
I actually thought it was Tauihi's 4. Got a lot of arm when she was reaching for it. Doesn't whistle. And Jody Cameron's going to call a timeout because she does not like the effort levels.
Richards into Simmons. Won't like this if this goes in as well. Look at Jacobs wide open again.
Another offensive rebound.
Another 14 seconds. Here's Edwards.
They don't need it. Go to the big down low. She gets the finish. Put him in a spin cycle right to left. Attacking the glass, dominating the Windex women of the Southern Hoiho today.
They are all up off the bench, that Hoiho team, as they flex their muscles 60-45. What a start to the third quarter.
Well, 3 players in double figures now for the Hoiho. Jacobs, Edwards, and Simmons all over double figures. Edwards up to 12 on that finish. And the offensive rebounding numbers continuing to tilt in favor of the road team. That is their 13th offensive rebound, I believe. And that's 13 offensive rebounds on 18 missed shots.
Wow.
I mean, they are just getting them all back.
That's incredible statistic in their favor. Well, it's also impressive for Hoiho. They've outscored the Kāhu to start this third quarter 10-2.
Exactly what you want as a road team and exactly what you don't expect as a home team. You'd expect a little bit of fire, carry that energy for you. But that is not what's happening right now. Haley Rynell doing those yeoman-like work up front, but the size of the Hoiho is just really wearing down this Kāhu squad.
Tell you who's been impressive in this third quarter too, Casey, is Jessie Edwards. 12 points, 10 rebounds. She's picked up a double-double now. She's having her best game of this league so far, in game number 3 for them.
2 assists in there as well, a block, and staying within herself, finishing at the rim, but the Kāhu just don't have an answer for the length up front. Now Pizzi checks in.
Oh, double trouble.
Doesn't get easier. Pizzi matched up to Talia Tauihi though. I test her defensively. Kāhu aren't recognizing where those mismatches are just yet, though.
Curtin throws it away, fast breaks on, and look who it is. It's Edwards again. 3-point play coming up.
Well, just actually bobbled the ball a bit, but still gets the finish. Good kick ahead. Curtin tries to hustle, but gets her on the head. You have no impact on that play. Just got to let that one go. But we're very close to looking at a 20-point deficit for the home team. Hoiho playing fantastically.
Jessie Edwards. Excellent athleticism to get down court to complete it. Now, can she complete the 3-point play from the Chemist Warehouse strike? Not on this occasion. Here's Curtin. Roberts. Curtin giving it Mansfield.
Got the speed mismatch, but not the length, as Edwards says, get that shot out of here.
Yeah, it was only going to be one winner on this one, Casey.
That's a mismatch, and the long arm of Edwards says, no thank you.
Didn't even need fingernails, that one. Here comes Simmons. Gallagher wide open for three.
Edwards again.
Oh, another three-point play. Jesse Edwards can't do a thing wrong in this game.
Man, she's going to have to pay rates in Auckland because she is living on the low block. The 09 is more expensive up here, just so you know. But well worth it with the kind of performance she's putting together today. She double-double is already within her grasp, and she is building on it. 16 points. Can't get to 17, but he gets another rebound.
Simmons. There's the reverse layup.
The speed of the Kāhu, it needs to come to the forefront here. Start attacking these bigs off the bounce.
21 margin. I don't think anyone saw this margin coming in this game. Mansfield. Curtin. Roberts tries to fire up, can't do so. And this time it's Pizzi getting the rebound. Bradley. Paige Bradley. Edwards. Can't nail that one. Heat check.
Good challenge by Tupaia. Can the Kāhu find something in transition?
Rydell for three.
That's a great challenge.
Put just enough pressure on, but another chance here for Hayley Rydell.
Nice defense by Bradley. Mismatch on the block if Rydell wants it. She doesn't recognize.
Curtin again. Maybe Curtin off target.
I don't mind that, though, trying to attack Edwards off the bounce. I think the Kāhu need to do a bit more of that. But they really just need to see where that mismatch is, because there's always one for one of their guards against the bigger player.
They've only scored 2 points in this quarter, the Kāhu. And we've had exactly half of that quarter now. Rydell.
And you see the slowness of pace now for the Kāhu. Not finding any transition opportunities on those rebounding opportunities.
Roberts can't roll it in. Curtin can't get the offensive rebound.
Yeah, they're just getting no punch off the wing. Just can't find the lanes to the basket. They aren't creating that separation off the bounce.
Bradley. Now Taylor Simmons. Taylor Simmons banks in three more.
Well, they're just really executing at a high level right now. The Kāhu are reacting to everything. They're not forcing the Hoiho into anything offensively. It's all what the Hoiho want to get done, getting it done when they want to get it done.
Simmons and Edwards are trading, being the leading scorer for the Hoiho. Simmons on 17 now, one ahead of her teammate. Rydell double teamed in double quick fashion. Almost another steal there by Beck Pizzi this time, and it's a shot clock expiration. It's like the Kāhu out of ideas now.
Well, look at the collective of the Hoiho when they see that mismatch. Rydell gets that catch on Bradley, and what's the defense do? Collapses on her. They see that. What happens on the other side when Edwards or Pizzi gets an offensive rebound? It's one-on-one. So right now the Hoiho just looking like a much more connected unit right now, and it's paying great dividends in terms of the lead.
There's Pizzi. Can't nail the triple. Matharu. Kanali and Matharu fire up here. Finally, a basket for Matharu.
Well, she's found some lanes to the cup a few times. She hasn't been in the game for the last few minutes, but let's see if she doesn't impose herself in the game a bit more here.
Dart. He's back out there now. Risky pass to Pizzi, picked off this time by Matharu. Down court goes to Roberts.
Well, she looks for the contact. Paige Bradley pulls a chair on her, and Roberts can't get the finish.
Ooh.
Charge call. Ooh.
Wow.
Matharu paid the price for that one. Paige Bradley thought she had the move. Let's take a look at it on the replay. Oh, I have a tough time seeing that one as a charge. That's not in the chest. That's on the arm. I thought Bradley changed directions enough.
Yeah.
That was more of a leg stick out.
Yeah, Bradley's just picked her jaw up off the floor. Can't believe that call. It's her third foul, so she's going to sit down.
Yeah, it's is number 3 for her. Remember, she fouled out of the first game of the season, but Lil Dart, as the backup point guard, gives a bit more size and has been impactful today.
4 points and 5 assists for Bradley so far in this game.
Well, they're going to do it again. They got 3. You can't screen here. Somebody else is going to have to come from the front court.
Mansfield it is. Just not falling those layups.
And obviously no second chances, but a nice 3 to steal there by Matharu.
She's got it. Alia Matharu.
It's a rebound, a little hustle.
Curtin. Nice move from Abby Curtin.
And some positive play, some effort play, a second chance opportunity, gets the crowd clapping their hands.
Still a 20-point margin that they are fighting against here. Simmons again. Poor pass this time, picked off by Curtin. Pizzi almost got there. But even then, Gallagher and Pizzi got back there. Super fast for the Hoiho. Mansfield. Nice pass into Ryan. That's execution.
Oh, beautiful pass. Mansfield has great vision, man. She knows how to run a team. Over the top, gets Rynell an easy finish and a couple of buckets. Gets a timeout for the Hoiho. I like this timeout. Coach Marshall here, you know, obviously they're in control of the game, but he's seen the energy tilt a bit. And he uses this timeout to, let's nip that in the bud. Let's get your blow, get you back out there and try and build on this 18-point lead we have.
Yeah, 24-point lead, back to 18. 2-14, but some real heroes again. We saw the Hoiho being undone by a really good team effort by the Phi the other night. And now the Hoiho are doing the same to the Kāhu in this one.
Yeah.
It's really good to watch.
They've, I think, game planned really nicely. They understand where they want to attack. Once again, it all starts with the rebounds. Remember, it's 32-15 at one point. Well, it's now 46-22. It is not getting better, unfortunately, for Hoiho fans. Of those 14 offensive rebounds, of course, the Kāhu, they're not doing a bad job on the glass. They've got 10 offensive rebounds of their own. The difference is they've missed 39 shots.
It's a lot of shots, isn't it? 18-point game.
But I do like that little run we just saw there by the Kāhu. Now can they keep that energy up? You know, when you're down big like this, it's about one step at a time. You're looking at the clock, you're saying 2 minutes left. Hey, can we get it to 16 at the fourth quarter? Can we just make up another 4 points here in 2 minutes? One step at a time.
Exactly, a couple of long ranges, anything can happen. There's Simmons. Now, who's that gone on? Is that gone on to Paya?
I think that's Matharu.
Yes, it is.
I think that's Matharu. She's given up that size to Simmons and just got into the body. She puts the hands up, but the foul wasn't with the arms. The foul was with the legs. Digging into her a bit. And just Matharu's going to have to head back to the bench as she picks up foul number 4. That is why she's been over there for so long. Her energy injects into the game. But it is a tough ask for the shortest player in the court to guard Simmons, because Simmons likes that grind on the post. He's looking for that contact.
Simmons with that first free throw miss from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Her first of the game, but gets a second. She's 3 from 4 and goes to 18 points. The leading scorer in the game. Depire. Now Curtin. Here's Roberts. Looks uncertain. Nice pass from Mansfield to Rynell.
One more pass, had the kick to the corner. Unfortunately missed that. She's got to hit that to make up for it.
And there's Edwards with another board.
I like that Rynell off the bounce against Edwards. I'd look for more of that if I was the Kāhu.
13th rebound in the game for Jesse Edwards. Now Pizzi. Simmons. Pizzi. Again, great connection with Langton. Tip back from Edwards. Almost works out for the Hoiho again.
Well, good job by the Kāhu that time, sticking it with it and in the chase, even though they didn't gather possession initially.
Roberts.
Never got a balance back in between feet there, never reset her platform to get squared up. And that's why that shot goes wayward.
So no Paige Bradley out there at the moment. Gives chance for the little dart to roll through in this game. Edwards, 2 more for Jessie Edwards.
It's well connected. It's on a string. One cutter, the ball goes in. Another cutter comes next to Edwards, finishing at the rim once again. Lead over 20 once again.
Well, this Hoiho team are going to be fun to watch. Their next game is back at home in Dunedin. They're going to be fun to watch over the next few weeks. Can they kick on from this really good performance as we see Curtin rather?
Pizzi with the foul there. Gets tied up with Curtin underneath. Just the 3rd personal foul. Oh, sorry, make that the 4th personal foul in the quarter.
Rynell. Blocked. Oh, yeah, that was probably the best block of the game there from Taylor Simmons.
Simmons has had great effort out there on the court today. He is just doing all the little things.
Since halftime of that fight game the other night, Casey, she's been fantastic.
Oh, too easy. Jessie Edwards just rips through from the elbow, and that quarter ends on a low for Kāhu fans as the Hoiho are storming into the 4th quarter.
20 points now for Jessie Edwards. Perfect way to end that quarter as the Hoiho take a 23-point lead into the final 10 minutes. Well, we're back for one last blast at TikTok this
Scott
afternoon.
Jones, you are correct. It is Glenn Larmar and Casey Frank on the call. Thanks for recognizing. Mahana, CMP, let's go Hoiho. That is right, because the Hoiho are going.
They are.
They have got this one locked down right now. I do not know how the Kāhu are going to crawl back into it. The body language doctor does not like what he's seeing. The prognosis is poor.
Tokomanoa Queens at home next week for the Hoiho. That's going to be a fun game.
Yeah, I like the way the Tokomanoa Queens are playing. And those are 2 of the teams that, coming into today, I would have said play 2 of the more deliberate styles. But this Hoiho squad today shows they got a little bit more in transition, and they like to play that high octane pace a bit more likely. So, what up, DJ Kava? You in the chat? Yo, good to see you. We got
Keep them coming, folks.
Hellcat SRT8. Straight? I don't know, maybe not straight, but either way. Nice to see everybody chatting along with us today. This will be the last time we talk to you during today's game, but remember, you can catch every Sunday game in GJ Gardner Holmes Tauihi competition live on Sky Sports New Zealand's TikTok.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi.
People are joining, but say something.
That's it, just highs. Who's
Let's
winning?
go.
The
Who's
Hoiho
winning?
are smashing it,
Chris.
74-51.
Yeah, they're hammer time.
And we will catch you next time. Stick around for all the basketball action, but this is the last time you get to see our pretty faces.
Eventfinda Stadium heading into the last quarter of this one. The Southern Hoiho 74, Kāhu 51. Kind of expected this game to be a lot closer than this.
Well, how about this? Coming into this game, the Southern Hoiho averaged 78.5 points per game. They are 4 points below that through 3 quarters. They are playing with great efficiency. Kāhu, obviously a tough slog to try and get this win, but what can they find in terms of positives here in the final term?
Yeah, Hoiho shooting at 54%. And again, tough defense being played at the moment. Rynell.
Simmons all over Rynell. Good effort. I actually think they stopped that shot clock for a half a second there to be able for the Kāhu to get it up, but still to no avail. Just that offense for the Kāhu, very segmented. It's not flowing off of each other. The one read's not flowing off of another as you'd like to see as a head coach.
And here's Langton over to Pizzi.
With a charge, Curtin reads that well. And a nice move by Pizzi. She goes to the jab step, but then comes back to the middle. But Curtin with the quick feet gets back in front, takes it on the chest, and gains possession back for the home crowd.
Well, it starts with a little win like that. Mansfield. Abby Curtin. He's done pretty well off the bench in this game. Here's Roberts. Nice. It's just not falling for Jasmine Roberts, though, today.
That kind of night for Jasmine Roberts. Just hasn't been able to find that form. Now 3 for 16 from the field.
Yeah, on another day, it'll be half that, or again, add a half and more. Here's Dart. Away with that 3.
Good box out by Rynell. Could have been it over the back, but they keep possession.
Mansfield pushes it down to Curtin again.
Thought there was some contact there by Pizzi underneath, but possession stays with the Kāhu.
Right now, back to Mansfield. Shot clock down to 6 here for Lauren Mansfield.
Just bad spacing there. She had nowhere to go because everybody's overloaded on that side of the court. Oh, the late offensive foul called. Pizzi begged for it. She was sliding backwards. It took a little bit of time for Brad Clive to finally come around to it.
I think he got a bit of encouragement for Todd Marshall as well. Right in his ear.
Well, it's the extended arm. You know, it's makes that move, extends the arm a bit. Tharu checks back into the ball game now.
Still no sign of Paige Bradley. There's a silver lining to everything with she getting into a little bit of foul trouble again. Little Data's getting extended time in the point guard position here.
And I guarantee Paige Bradley does not mind. She's all about that dub.
Nice for Jacobs. Lovely passing again. Here's Langton. Whoops, has it stripped out of her hands. That was a good play.
Mathalu goes to the court after Langton with the professional foul. Hip checks her to the sideline.
Didn't you say rugby on the court is welcome sometimes?
Nothing wrong with that. That's
got to use your arms though in rugby. You know, you get pinged for that now.
Yeah, you got to do that secretly in basketball.
Mansfield. Oh, tough start here for both teams offensively, Casey.
And I'll tell you what, I know Tupaya's got the 3 fouls, but we have not seen her been able to impact the game with the ball in hand at all here in the second half.
No, she's had no. Still got no points in the game. She's only put up 3 shots. And both teams are scoreless since 3/4 time, incidentally.
Slowed down a bit. Bradley's going to check back in the game.
Still a wonderful performance from Jessie Edwards. 20 points, 15 rebounds.
Well, she looks like a favorite for the post-game interview.
Oh!
Matharu gets it done. Do the math, that's 3.
9 points for Matharu. Yes, boom time. A rear boom time call there for the Kāhu. Jacobs coming straight back at the Kāhu, not this time. Matharu's got the ball again.
Go to the cup. You got Edward. You got Jacobs on. Deeks her.
Broke her ankle there.
Right, more of that. Like that's a matchup she's had a lot today. And look at this move. I'm going inside. No, I'm not. Beep, beep. Right by you. The Roadrunner gets to the cup, gets the foul. Now off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2. See if he can't get a little something what ails the Kāhu there.
Well, if Matharu keeps playing like that, we're going to be in for a fun season.
Just needs a bit more of the ball in hand.
Yeah.
Has only played under 20 minutes today because of the foul trouble, but you know, not a huge player, but 9 points now, 7 rebounds. Sorry, 10 points on that make. So 10 points, 7 rebounds.
We've got to be close there. She's on 4 fouls as Bradley. Oh, she goes to the races. Jacob sets herself for 3. Looks like that might have come off Roberts or Matharu again. He's playing with a lot of energy at the moment.
Yeah, she's trying to impact the game a little bit here, but it's either way, it counts as another offensive rebound for the Hoiho. And that's the 4th personal foul on Tupaya. Saying that Jacobs grabbed her. I didn't see the grab. But you, talking about grabs, why don't you grab yourself a large pepperoni pizza from Sal's. Use that online code Basketball 2025. That's a basic one. What are we doing, Sal's? Basketball 2025? That's what we came up with this week. Foul on Paige Bradley there. But
sometimes the basic is a good pizza.
Lord knows I love Sal's.
Yeah.
Come on now. I bought at least 40 of the TVs in those franchises around the country. I don't get as much pizza chat without Justin around. He used to like to do just talk about my pizza exploits at Sal's. which I think most of the fans appreciate.
They do. I do. I'm a fan.
Well, here we are with under 7 minutes to play in this ball game. The Kāhu off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for the full court free throws, because they will be at the Chemist Warehouse stripe for the rest of this ball game. So if I'm Jody Cameron, I'm saying stay aggressive, keep attacking. There's one for Mansfield. Cuts it to 18.
Ooh. Still 7 minutes to play, folks.
A lot of time. We're only 6 threes down.
We've got some late drama coming here.
Let's hope so.
Edwards gives it back to Jacobs. Yeah, all of a sudden they're just looking a little bit uncertain now, aren't they, Edwards?
Great footwork. Great footwork by Jessie Edwards there. Looks like she's coming middle, but back to that left hand she's so good with. This is finishing today.
Hugely dominant performance from Edwards. And then crashing the boards there. 3 players there disputing that one. Dark Puck came away with it.
The Hoiho owned the glass today.
Jacobs. Oh, blew by you again. Did the Linda Ronstadt.
There it is. The Linda Ronstadt defense. Nice finish there.
Mansfield.
Kāhu, unfortunately, looking just like they're going through the motions now.
And the Faro off target there. Roberts coming back into the game for Curtin.
What can the Kāhu do here in these last 5 minutes? 22 points the difference.
Jessie Edwards, 22 points at 64%. 15 rebounds.
That sounds like player of the game type stuff to me.
3 assists.
Impacting the game all over the place.
2 blocks.
And tremendous defense. Rynell does have 16 points, as we see Matharu with another finish. Finding her rhythm here towards the end of this one.
Big numbers from Jessie Edwards. She's been averaging 7 points per game across the first 2 games. Blown that sky high in this one.
Edwards calls a travel on herself. She's like, you got me. That's a travel on that one. No, she said, I think she was saying off the arm, but that's going the other way. Nice hands there by Tupaya with 4 personal fouls. Still gets her hand. Gets that strip.
Jessie Edwards, the West Australian, takes a little seat on the bench. Well-deserved breather.
Put those stats together. 22 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. And that 64% from the field, but 69% from inside the arc.
Awesome. Schroeder back out there now for the Kāhu. Here's Curtin. Jasmine Roberts. Just hasn't been able to get it going today. She'll come, though. She'll come.
Well, she's looking for that penetration, but that mid-range shot's there. She's looking for a little bit more space, but she's got options.
Jacobs rolls it to Pizzi. 2 more for the Hoiho.
I mean, call the Hoiho doctors, because they have been clinical in the all-ball today.
17 team assists in this game, 2 for them now. It's compared to 13 for the Kāhu.
And if I'm the Hoiho, I'm probably slowing it down just a bit.
Oh,
maybe not.
Talia Tupaya.
With the kick, Mary Morton-Jones getting a taste of the action now.
Former Tall Fern out there. Oh, she's got a fan club behind us too, Casey.
Yeah, always great to see Mary back out on the court.
Yeah, what a story she is.
Married in the offseason?
Yeah.
So now I got to remember the new names.
Yeah. Paige Bradley. Bradley for 3. Oh, Paige Bradley hasn't troubled the scorers too much, but she is a facilitator and a half.
Well, she can score the ball at a high level as well, but she doesn't have the same load that she's had the last couple of years. It was a heavy load she was carrying. Jacobs picks up the foul there. She's surprised as Talia Tupaya baits the officials into one. Yeah, just a little bit of an extension on the arm. And that's 5 on Jacobs. So her day is done. Not a bad day at all, though.
Yeah, 16 points, 6 rebounds.
And some timely triples. 2 assists as well. But she fouls out in a little over 23 minutes of action today.
And who would have thought it would have taken until 4 minutes and 14 seconds left in the game for Talia Tupai to get her first point.
A couple of slow games to start the season for Talia. And it's certainly does impact the offensive abilities of this Kāhu squad. You know they're depending on her. 5th leading scorer in the league a season ago.
Here's Bradley. Still loving the way the Hoiho are playing. They're playing right to the end here. Bradley into Simmons.
Oh, dime.
That was a beautiful pass into Pizzi.
Well, the movement, the Hoiho just continue to cut without the basketball. Even it looks like Simmons is going to shoot the basketball. Just keep moving.
All right, back to Matharu.
Oh, got him.
And Matharu for 3.
Sniper took down Zoe Richards. Ollie Matharu gets the bucket.
Oh, little dart sucked her in there big time. Woke her up, Simmons. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Here is Dart. Back to Simmons again. Dart for 3. There's 3 more. They're just doing it all. Really good team performance from the Hoiho in this one.
Well, just clinical offensively, getting exactly what they want when they want it. Shooting the ball at a great percentage. The Hoiho trying to bomb away from deep now. Or sorry, the Kāhu. How about the shooting of this Hoiho squad? 52% from the field, 71% inside the arc.
And they've been offensive. They've been thread out wide as well, Casey.
Finishing the day with 15 offensive rebounds. Haven't had much in the 4th quarter. Illegal screen on Talia Tupai as she fouls out, trying to bait Brad Clive in the illegal screen. You know, I call it a bait there because not a lot of chance of Paige Bradley to run through Talia Tupai and knock her down. That is.
You can probably say that about anyone playing Talia Tupai.
I mean, she's a very physically strong player. I think tried to milk that call there. Doesn't get it though. So her day finishes there.
Yeah, been an unhappy match, hasn't it? 2 points and 2 rebounds. Hasn't got in the game at all after getting into foul trouble early. Here's Simmons. Busy. There's Bradley. Lovely rotation out to Richards again. Dart gets the rebound.
16th offensive rebound.
Oh, what about that pass?
And those second chance opportunities, just deadly. It's been such a tough day for the Kāhu on the defensive boards. That is 20 second chance points. There's Matharu lighting it up here down the stretch. Another look at that Simmons finish. She's got 18 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and a block. Not bad for Taylor Simmons.
Matharu, that basket. As we see a timeout called by Jody Cameron, Kāhu coach. Matharu's going to be the top scorer now for the Kāhu.
Matharu, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block. Solid board work, leading rebounder for the Kāhu.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if your shortest player is your leading rebounder, it says a lot about her heart, but it says a lot about the collective and what needs to get done.
Yeah, hard yakka coming.
2 minutes and 11 seconds left in this one. Timeout called. I think the squad just going to be looking for some positives. And that is the Northern Kāhu.
Yeah, the top scorer in the game is Edwards with 22, Simmons with 20. She's been excellent. I think she's going to be a fun player to watch for the rest of the season. Took her a game and a half to get settled, and she's off and flying now.
Well, sometimes you just need to get a little bit of freedom, to get out there and impact the game you want to. Especially your first couple games as a pro, you're certainly learning on the job. Especially coming from collegiate basketball, when you're 22, 23, you're the biggest, strongest, most physically imposing. And, wait a minute, there's ways to go once I get here with the adults.
Exactly. It's a steep learning curve as Matharu completes the 3-point play, goes to 18 points. Just over 2 to play. Paige Bradley. Hope you've been enjoying this game. Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa continues on Friday with the next round beginning. And it's going to be Kāhu possession. And now Todd Marshall's introducing some of these Rapid League players. Out comes Elise Gilbert. And also Faye Fuilau-Searle. Elise Gilbert coming on for her first court time this season. Then Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. Well done to her.
Paiwai getting another run here, and the Hoiho have this one sealed up 24, so the bench is cleared. Saru's going to dance with it a bit.
Well defended by the Hoiho, and there's a foul on Gallagher.
Fuilau moving the feet nicely to stay in front of the guard. Gallagher not going to go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe just yet. That's the 4th personal foul. One more to go before they step into the line.
Yeah, Elise Gilbert out there with the first game. She played 4 games last year. Second year at the Hoiho. Here she is in possession here. Alana Paiwai over to Gallagher. So Rapid League team out there pretty much. And Gallagher gets her first 2 points.
Just too big. Just able to rise up over Matharu as she contests.
First 2 points of the season in Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa for Gallagher. Morton Jones. Gallagher with a rebound. Langton just over a minute to play. There's a very good win coming up for the Southern Hoiho. On enemy territory. Blocked that time by Tuilave. There's Matharu.
She's going to definitely get this one up. Oh, looks for a teammate. Nice kick across court. The youngster Schroeder get the finish? Yes, she does.
Good job by Emma K. Schroeder. She got 6 points in the game.
Yeah, she's showed some good minutes, and it certainly has a nice burst of speed that the Kāhu needed injected today.
Maybe 1 or 2 more plays coming up here for the Hoiho.
Well, I got the lob over the top. Didn't see it. The full off.
Wondered if they were going to crack 100 earlier on in this quarter. They might
Gallagher
still do.
Gets another bucket. Look at that. Last season, the high score of the year was 98. We had 121 for the Poakai earlier. But the Hoiho might tap 100 shortly.
Well, there's 23 seconds left. Here comes Gilbert. Someone's got to settle it down for a 3-pointer. Sammy's not going to play. Yeah, she is going to put it up into Fuilau. And there's another foul with 11.2 left to Ilave.
Oh. Tuilave gets the foul. Fuilau will be heading to the Chemist Warehouse stripe with 11 seconds left in this one.
So at the line here is Faye Fuilau-Searle. First season in Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. Get some court time in this one. Fuilau-Searle gets her first ever point in Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. Well done to her. Last 10 seconds for Schroeder. Anderson with some fancy footwork. Can't get the basket. And there was a foul just before the buzzer.
Not done just yet. Zeros on the clock, but the pain continues for the Kāhu.
Exactly. Just that little bit longer. Asia Anderson's going to have the final act in this game with half a second to play.
I got a couple of Moppets on the other end of the court. I don't know if they understand the game still going on, but that's okay.
He's Anderson. Been a tough afternoon on their home court for the Northern Kāhu.
We're going to need to find some ways to lift the scoring, this one, and inject a little bit more pace. They're undersized, so they're going to have to find some answers. Morton Jones lets it fly, doesn't get it.
And that is it. Southern Hoiho get the win. Good on them. Tough start to the season, tough end to last season. No question for the Southern Hoiho. But it's win number 1 in 2025 for the Dunedin base team. They get the victory 96-69. Some real heroes in the Southern Hoiho team. They played very well as a collective all the way through the game here. Jessie Edwards, 22 points, was the top scorer. She finished with 15 rebounds as well. Taylor Simmons, 20. Claire Jacobs with 16. And Rebecca Pizzi, Beck Pizzi, 10 points off the bench. Leading scorer for the Kāhu was Matharu with 18. Reinel with 16. And Mansfield finished in double figures with 10 points as well. A great job from that team there. The Southern Hoiho, first win number 1 in 2025, and thoroughly deserved here on Auckland's North Shore. And they're going to roll forward here. It's going to be interesting to see if they can kick on in their next game. They play the Tokomanawa Queens. Let's throw it down to Casey.
Well, Jesse, big win for the Hoiho today. Played some really good basketball. Injection of size, injection of speed. What was the game plan, and how did you guys perform it well?
We knew that we had to rebound this game. That's been one of our weaknesses the past couple games that we've lost, and I think the girls really pulled together well today and worked really, really hard.
Rebounding was amazing. 16 offensive rebounds yourself with a double-double. Really found some form today, your best game of the season for the Hoiho. How did it come about? What was working for you out there?
I think personally the drive was working for me well. We kept looking for the inside-outside movement as well. And so when things got tough inside, we looked for our shooters outside. So we just worked really well cohesively as a team today.
Yeah, we're looking more cohesive, most definitely. And not a long preseason for the squad. Came together a little bit late. What does this win tell you about the Hoiho's chances moving forward as the rest of this competition eventuates?
It's good. It's a good sign for us. We're a team full of really talented players, and now that we're finally starting to come together, our future's looking really bright, and I'm really excited to keep playing like we did today.
Awesome. Thanks very much for the time, and great win.
Thank you.
Yeah, great job from Jessie Edwards. What a fantastic performance from her. She really did it all in this game, as we're about to find out on the Chemist Warehouse stats. Let's have a look at those Chemist Warehouse stats now. Just confirming, Edwards and Simmons both cracking 20. And Jacobs, Pizzi contributing strongly off the bench. In fact, that's an underrated move from Todd Marshall as well. The drop of Pizzi back to the bench gave them real impact with Zoe Richards out there to start, Casey.
Yeah, and I think a little bit better balance in terms of the size. Pizzi, their second biggest player, kept that rebounding attack going. And you heard Jessie speak about, we knew we had to do a better job rebounding. That wasn't where it was. Well, look at that job she does. 15 rebounds for Edwards in the middle. Pizzi behind her with 8, 7 for Richards, 7 for Simmons. That's exactly the kind of response you want from your team when you challenge them. Shout out to Matharu and Mansfield for the Kāhu. Two smallest players they have. They've got the most rebounds. There might have to be a little bit of film work done there. Assists, Mansfield with 8, still leading the league at 10 a game, but spread it out for the for the Hoiho on those stats. Look how many different players are really connecting as opposed to the Kāhu, where they just weren't able to find that energy. The ball just wasn't finding energy to the same level that it was for the Hoiho today.
Yeah, I think we just mentioned it, isn't it? Real team performance by the Hoiho in this one. Edwards getting a couple of blocks as well, which we mentioned earlier. Really good effort from the Australian in this one today, blowing her season stats sky high, and lots of fun players that we watched this afternoon as we move forward into round 3 coming up later on. We'll have a look at the matches coming up as we see both teams go through their warm-down procedures here at Eventfinda Stadium. And for me, this just sets up round 3 perfectly, doesn't it? With the Hoiho not going to have an easy task in their next game against the Tokomanawa Queens. And by that first game there with Puakai and Friday, next Friday against the Fire, that's going to be a cracker.
Yeah, Puakai at home, you know, they're going to be a tough out with the way they've been playing so far this season. And the next round finishes for the Kāhu right back here on this court against the Phi, who will be playing the second of their doubleheaders next round. So certainly a good opportunity once again for the Kāhu with the team on the second leg of that double, but they have to work a little harder to get that first win of the season before we get to round 4 action.
Interesting times ahead in the Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa League. Well, thank you for watching here. We really enjoyed your company. We hope you enjoyed the game, and congratulations to the Hoiho. A well-deserved win over the Kāhu here in Auckland this afternoon, winning 96-69. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you for more Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa action very soon. Mā te wā.